recording.
Oh, it's not true.
I should have got the recording device.
It's because the DJ is cold.
Yeah.
But it
like
wasn't an hour
so
ago.
But they were recording stuff with their phones. So
That's true.
Don't worry about it. This is just for D&D.
No, MJ.
Alright, everybody's got their stuff, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I hope
Excellent.
There are pencils here if anybody needs a pencil.
Good job, Chris. Good job.
Okay. Hi, doggy.
Wow.
I'm gonna eat
You
your
guys are
face.
great.
You could come back and
You guys
be
are just
like,
wonderful.
What was that?
Stained
Think
it.
of five.
Without the nose of
Okay.
table.
Whoops. Alright,
You're gonna get like this.
so we're probably not going to get very far tonight because we have some new rules to go over how this portion of the game is
So
going
we
to
have a
run
lot
down.
of explanation to go?
Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be some explaining. Yes.
Alright.
But you guys do have an artifact.
Oh my god!
I made an actual map.
Oh my god.
A clue.
It's not burned.
No, unlike some unresponsible people here at the table. I did not try to set my map on fire.
But it was.
But it looks so cool.
It looks really cool.
Alright, so this is a replica of the actual map that your characters have in-game.
When did he go back there?
That's cool.
And how you come across this
Okay.
is up to you, but attached will be a note that says, I found this lying around, thought you might like it. Signed, Marvel the Wanderer.
Marvel?
As in the fairy dragon.
Oh my god!
Was that his name?
There's the muck.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna go for the cake.
So we know he's real.
Lucky Pond can.
Where does this say that on here?
That's not on the map, so that's just the map.
There was a no attached
We need
to
to
it.
keep that note.
Does that mean we still have the hats?
Yeah, we
Yeah, unless you did something with it.
Those are my parents?
Who said they
Come on.
lost their hat? Was that Scott?
Yeah, I lost my hat.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back to you.
He's really good with crayons.
I think I,
Also, he only filled out half of the. Okay.
He didn't want to be too helpful.
That's true.
He tried.
part of the world similar to Katana.
Yeah.
Fiddler's a katana.
So wait, where did we find it exactly?
That's up to you. How
And who
you
found
how
it?
you guys want to have picked it up.
It was in my pocket. Oh,
You know what? It was in the donkey.
It was in
in
someone's
the
hat.
donkey.
Mm-hmm.
In.
the hat that got lost.
It was in the hat that got lost. We found it. That's a good one. It was in the hat that got lost.
There we go.
And then you get your hat back.
And it had that in there.
But when
Perfect.
did that happen, though?
Off screen.
Off
Last
screen.
screen?
Last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, where's that hat? And suddenly he found it. And he's like, puts it on. And he just feels something fall on the top of his head. And he looks at it like, oh my god, this is a map.
Yeah.
That
He
dragon
like
is
puts it on. This is a lot
real.
crunchier than I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a map.
Right. So, Marvel the Magnificent, was it?
The Wanderer.
The Wanderer. Marvel the Wanderer.
I thought he lived in the cave.
He's real.
Yeah, so in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see there's Sacred Springs and some of the surrounding land. And then there is a path drawn up that weaves about towards X marks the spot. Here be parents.
Oh my god, here be parents. Alright, you have to say what you did when you found this.
Oh no!
Oh.
I fell on a case of glue.
What I did?
He threw it on the case of
I went, oh my, it's a map! And then I showed it to everybody.
Oh, I'm sitting in Rumak.
It's a map, take a look at it.
Whoa.
What does it say? What does it
It
say?
says-
What
it
does it
says-
say?
It says, whoa, I think this is upside down.
It says that.
Yeah.
He was
Oh, it
illiterate.
He
says,
said that.
it says, sis.
He can't
Well,
read.
Oh no!
Oh, wait, I'm holding it upside down. Oh,
You were a minute.
I'm sitting room at
Marvel.
Four is the 4 seasons. That's what it says.
What is that X? What's that say?
The X,
Treasure. Treasure.
It says- I think it says treasure.
I think it says treasure too.
I'm sitting room.
I've been to school.
It
I
says,
can read. It says treasure.
it does say here be parents.
It says treasure
Yeah,
too.
yes, it does.
What? But whose parents?
Let's find
Somebody
out.
has a parent out there
My-
somewhere.
my parent- My mother.
My father was a decorated veteran. He fought in the great.
Maybe his bones
Whoa.
are there.
No,
We will proceed.
Middle person.
my pasta's
We accept
comfortable.
it.
No, screw your adventure. We're going the other way. All right.
Oh, what happened to my father? It's in the treasure.
Okay, so adventure hook firmly established. Let's go over how we're going to proceed. If you notice there around the town area on the map, it is filled in with hexagons, and you've got little terrain built in there. I have the entire page of this done in hexagons. Okay, so I've only included the small part that's the terrain you know, right? Because you are in Sacred Springs, you can see the terrain immediately around you, and then farther out it gets fuzzier.
That actually makes more sense towards that way.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I haven't worked out exactly how I'm going to share that with you. If I had like a digital version, we could just have it, and I would just update and be like, "Bloop, reveal that hex," and that'd be super cool if I could figure out a way to do that.
That's like on here. You could just switch.
I know, but the software I use to create the map does not itself just do that as well. It's not also a presentation software.
Okay.
So I'll have to figure out
Print
a way
screen.
to do that.
In the middle.
But anyways, we will be updating the map or a map as we go. Functionally, this is effectively a hex crawl. The classic style of RPG where you have a blank map, all in hexes, and you go out and you explore one hex at a time. And hexes is just a way to delineate a section of land. So on this scale, each of these hexagons are 3 miles across from side to side. Okay? The major icon is just the major feature of the hex. It doesn't mean there's one mountain peak taking up the entire hexagon, nor is Sacred Spring necessarily 3 miles across, right?
Yeah.
But it's the predominant feature of that hex. Under normal pacing condition, it takes adults about an hour to walk from the center of one hex to the next hex over.
Okay.
Right, and that's just standard travel pace. Cover 3 miles in an hour. Since you are all children, we're going to round up and say it takes you about 2 hours
Okay.
to go across. Okay, so 2 hours to cross a hex.
Oh, it's gonna take us forever.
It's going to be a long journey, yes. So I recommend you prepare accordingly. So this is kind of knowledge that you would have. You should be able to see, okay, based on this, stories you've heard there, these you may not have heard of. But everybody knows of the Oracle of Seasons at the center of the Forest of Four Seasons. It's a great tourist spot.
Oh, what a night.
And Winterhold up here on the northern coast.
Winterfell?
What?
Winterfell?
No, Winterhold.
Oh. Your winter's coming.
Yeah.
Late December. Back in '62.
So you would have an idea of, it takes several, about like 2 days or so to get from here, Sacred Springs to the Oracle.
Okay.
And that's a rough idea of scale there.
Okay.
I should have done that. I should have included a little scale to print out. I'll do that on the next version.
And maybe like north and south. Yeah,
Well, I would hope that the labeling would help you orient the map, but otherwise, yes, north is towards the label at the top there.
Cool.
All right.
Alright, real quick. So we said that we all got a year older. Do you remember how old I turned?
A year older.
I know, but like, how was I 6 and I turned 7, or was I 5
I
and I
thought you
turned
were
6?
5.
I don't remember
I
if I
thought we
changed
already-
it.
Changed
Yeah.
all that.
I don't remember if I
That's
did. That's
Yeah.
what I'm asking.
Hold on.
By the way, is this
You were
Forest
small.
of Four Seasons? Is that like referencing
think-
Rick?
Can we change that, right?
Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons?
We changed
Who?
it already.
Frankie Valley.
No. No, it's because you are in the spring sector, right? Up north is the winter sector. Across from you is the fall, and down south is the summer.
I'm gonna make
And
myself
here's the
an
Valley of
inch
Frankie.
taller.
Just an inch.
I'm gonna make myself an inch taller, guys.
You're growing.
I'm
growing.
Child. Well, you're a dwarf,
Still a
so
dwarf.
it's probably not that.
An inch. Yeah, that's a huge growth spurt. Wow.
That is, huh?
Thank you.
You're like nearing your full adult height.
I'll improve.
Yeah.
I'm
How
excited
tall are you?
about this change.
This is ridiculous. A hawk is gonna come pick you
No,
up.
I relate. I remember going. It's like I grew half an inch. Oh my god, my life has changed.
Ah,
You see
wow,
things
everything looks so different from up here.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So there you. This is your guys' map. So keep it here with your stuff. Do what you want with it. You spill beer on it. Whatever.
That's just
then
what
it's-
happens on a
It is.
journey.
So that happens. Yeah.
We can,
Underage drinking allowed.
They supposed to.
we can keep it in the folder. The donkey stuff is in here too.
Oh. Yeah, that you might want to update and get additional supplies.
He also has 100 supplies of s'mores.
He grew white hair. The donkey.
One white hair.
You know what? I will allow 100 s'mores. There you go.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Healing
Yes.
s'mores.
They weigh 2 pounds.
Get him
A
off the.
piece?
No, all together.
How much can the donkey hold?
Chocolate bars are heavy.
Bricks of chocolate.
Yeah.
How many pounds can the donkey hold?
Oh, a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
All right. Well, we know like if we don't have space, we drop the marshmallows.
Where do
We
I
are
have
not dropping the
Okay.
marshmallows, the lightest thing in the damn
it?
donkey.
No, we can get the,
One
2
marshmallow.
pounds.
no, we can do equipment now. So everything that I started him off with totaled 189 pounds.
Okay, hold on.
He can carry 420.
Oh wow.
So this is what he originally had. You said 100 and what?
89.
It was 189. I added it all up.
Pounds. Not including the s'mores.
Right.
Okay.
S'mores,
And he
not
can hold
good.
400.
420.
Okay.
420. Wow.
Yeah.
That's one strong donkey.
I hope he doesn't die.
It was Sebastian, right?
Sebastian the donkey. Yep.
Little special.
Okay.
So he's got a lot of your camping essentials on there, but originally only 6 days of rations. So that was a day for each of you. If you look at your map and think about it, maybe you want a few extra days.
He only has 1 day's feed. He'll die.
Maybe you want to feed the donkey,
Okay.
We're
That's a
gonna need
good
to
thought,
feed him.
right?
Let's,
How long
let's,
do you think it's gonna take us to get there?
Where
If
are we
every
heading?
square is north.
Can we scavenge food?
Yes.
Well, we
Yeah.
don't-
So
Yeah.
we're
And
gonna follow the mysterious map that we found
I really wanted to hear him
into
answer
the
that.
ominous Here Be Parents X mark.
I need a vacation.
What were you
Oh
gonna
my
say,
God.
Mikey? About the food?
yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to get to is the rules for doing the hex crawl. How
Okay.
we're going to cover that.
Okay.
Right, and that'll include foraging. All right. So, if any of you have played like any game with like moving pieces, or not like a board game, but a computer game, something you try to move into the next zone.
Like
Right?
chess?
That's the
No,
one.
like Civ.
Civ.
Like if you move your units in Civ into the next hex over, right? You're going to use the movement rules or terrain costs for that hex, right? You start in this one, and I'm going to try to get into that one. So if the hex you're going into is difficult terrain, we will count you as moving through difficult terrain. We're going to
Okay.
so
you move slow, like half
right,
speed.
unless something and you would go slower. Unless something extraordinary comes up, we're going to assume you're basically at the center of each hex, and then you're traveling from one to the other. We're going to abstract, do a few die rolls, determine how that trip goes, what you encounter along the way, resolve that, and once that is resolved, you are then in that hex.
Cool.
Make
All right.
sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Where'd this come from?
And
I think you've had that.
It was just
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
Oh, like, what?
I think I got passed around. So
Oh,
you're
pass
gonna
this around?
that did get passed around.
Oh.
It fell out of your.
Oh, I just didn't see
Did
it.
the
So, I don't
did the 180 pounds come before or after we added the pickaxe and the shovels?
Well, that would have been before, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Right.
Millie, stop it.
We also gotta put shit in there.
Oh,
Not a big deal.
Why?
Not a big deal.
Why would you tell him? Like,
I didn't say anything.
It's like,
I'm just gonna include that with the
Yeah, totally.
so we got your cake.
So he had two
Yep. I am cheating you out of those precious 4 pounds
Yeah.
donkey carry capacity.
We're gonna drop those marshmallows if we ever
No,
need to.
we can't drop
That's the first thing we're
Why is
dropping.
marshmallow 12 pounds? Is that what
They're
you
2
said?
pounds. They're 2 pounds.
Oh, okay.
This includes the
You said
chocolate
s'mores, so that's
and the
graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows.
That's
to
a
make
lot.
100 s'mores.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think
That's
2
fair.
pounds is.
Yeah,
It's
it's too
reasonable.
generous.
I mean,
This is
it's
solid
fair. I mean,
chocolate here.
Mhm.
This is a long ass trip. Do you want s'mores or not?
I do want s'mores, yeah.
All
That
right,
is
so you,
true.
you have enough
I'd
s'mores
rather have meat
to have a s'more each night at camp.
With small.
Ah, wonderful.
for 100 days.
No, because there's
No, because there's 5 of you.
exactly.
So 20 days.
That's not enough days.
Nah, but
We're
you
gonna
want
need to
s'mores
bring
first?
double the s'mores.
Yeah.
No.
We're gonna need a bigger s'more.
Okay, assuming perfect terrain, right? It's 2 hours to cross from one hex to the next.
Yep.
Right?
This is
Not
gonna
a
take
day.
At least a week, I'm
Right.
assuming. With
So,
our
like,
attention
2,
spans.
4,
Yeah,
a
we
week.
we could take
Yeah.
this
10,
off track.
12, 14, 16.
Are those mountains? Or are those clouds in the sky? So we don't have to go
Or,
around.
well, that's assuming we don't sleep. We'll get around here
Well, you
in 24 hours.
You know
It's
this is a
gonna get
heavily
dark.
forested area.
Couldn't we just go this way?
Well, I'm saying we follow the path.
You're in the forest of 4 seasons. So you can imagine anything that
But
doesn't
it's-
look like something else is probably trees.
But it's a path.
But what if we take a shortcut?
Isn't
Yeah, I
this a
don't
path?
want to take a shortcut through the mountains.
Let's do it.
That's how
I'm not taking a
Frodo
shortcut through the
gets messed
mountain.
up.
Is this location above or under the mountain?
No, that's all we
Can we
got.
get there through going
Those are
this
mountains?
way?
Are
Or
these
do we have to go
mountains?
around?
Does it say
What's
it's
that
mountains?
say? What does that
This
say?
says
What's the
muck
rations
muck.
cost?
Muck muck.
What the fuck's a muck muck?
So we obviously need to go there.
Oh, well, fair
That's
enough.
what it's labeled.
Fair enough.
If we're gonna be wait, we're gonna need a lot of feed.
It is okay. There,
We
you
can
know
sketch.
for a fact
This for the donkey.
that
Yeah.
there's a mountain range to the north of you. I mean, there's a great big one on the northern side of the city, right?
Yeah.
So what's above here on that section, you know, the large peaks, that's mountains,
Yeah.
right? These are other symbols, so they're probably not mountains.
Okay.
You can deduce that much.
These clouds? That's what I was
Those
assuming.
like
they
fogged up areas.
That's just forest.
Oh, those are
It is-
trees.
it is green.
Okay, gotcha. Those are trees.
He's like, I meant those to
Sorry.
be forests.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So-
I got you. I got you. I got it. now.
Here's my feelings
Okay.
here. I haven't seen
Okay.
the map.
Okay.
Chill. Okay.
Again, because you're in the forest of
Camp?
4 seasons.
But I was assuming because there's a path.
There is a major road that goes from town
Uh-huh.
straight west towards the Oracle.
You mean this road?
But
This yellow
not
thing?
towards where the parents
It-
are.
It leads right to the parents.
This
To
road,
your
right?
knowledge, I mean, you don't know.
Let's
Okay.
ask
So you would
somebody
think-
directions.
Yes.
It
Okay.
starts out on the road. It would seem from the very beginning, but
Alright. Okay, so what does we need to know?
all right. So once we get going, here's how it's going to go down. Each morning in the day, you're going to make a condition check to see how well you start the day. Okay, so that's going to be based on a Constitution check. And it can be modified by weather or other conditions. Say, okay, how's the day going? Or how you start the day, kind of how well rested you get to start out. If you fail by more than 5, then you start out tired and you'll have disadvantage on your next ability check, unless you stop to rest. If you succeed by more than 5, you are well rested and you have advantage on your next ability check. So it's just a way to add a randomness to each day.
Okay.
Then you'll choose your destination hex. So you'll pick based on where you're starting. So in this case, you're starting at the forest. The Sacred Springs hex there, and you'll decide which one you want to go to. And that will then determine, like I said before, that's your destination. So that's going to determine the type of terrain. We're going to look at the difficulty and all the following factors are based on the hex you're trying to get into.
All right.
Right. And then you'll have to choose your travel pace.
Running.
So this can be either fast, normal, or slow. And each one has its advantages and disadvantages.
Well,
Going
Crystal's legs are too short.
Yeah, pretty short.
You're gonna have to carry her.
She's gonna be on the donkey. She's gonna be on the donkey.
Wait,
Grab the striker.
so travel pace is fast, slow,
Wait a minute.
and what?
This donkey
Normal.
has a 420 pound. How much do we all weigh? Let's all get on the donkey.
Does the
all
donkey
get on
have
the donkey.
speed?
There would not be space for you to all
We
ride
can
on the donkey.
create
Extra
At,
something.
at that point, it's a
Well, we can
volume issue rather than a
put
weight
the
issue.
We could put a carriage on him and we'll all ride in the carriage.
Donkeys have been known to pull carts.
We could
Yes.
get a
Oh
cart.
my God.
We can get a
Get a
cart.
cart.
He might
How much
be able
money
to
do we
do
have?
it.
Not
Do we
much.
need to buy them?
Let's roll a cart,
I
guys.
am loaded.
How are you
Buy a
loaded?
cart.
Where did you get the money from?
I got his money.
I have 5 gold.
Wait,
we
I
can do this.
we can buy a cart before we go
I-
anywhere.
We're buying it.
That would be ideal, guys. Let's buy a
I
cart.
have 5 gold and 18 silver pieces
You
and 1
nuts.
copper coin, which I will not spend.
I could try to help make
have 1
the
silver.
cart. I have metal stuff from my job.
What's the EP
I did some
for?
street hustling.
You can do some street.
What was it? What was the fairy dragon's name again?
We're
Because I
not
have
even
him
going to
here.
get started. We're
Marvel.
going to spend the
His name
whole
is Marco
evening
Polo,
preparing
the
for the journey
magical.
by raising funds.
It's
Car wash.
I have him here. I have him here as Wonder. It's Marvel.
Marco the Wonderful.
It was Marvel.
Wanderer.
Hunger.
Marvel the
Not
Wonder.
the wonderful.
Marco.
Well, I may have introduced him merely as the Wanderer originally.
I think he did, yeah.
Yes.
But he signed his work this time.
He signed it Marvel the Wanderer, so
Okay.
now you know his full
I
name.
wrote it down. That's good. Okay. I'll write everyone's name down so when they show up again, I know who they
We
are.
could sell the donkey.
No, we can't.
No.
At this point, he's too
Wait, what can we buy
valuable.
for sell the donkey?
How much is the
It's worth
donkey?
8 gold.
Okay,
That's
now-
it?
I do need
That's
to
a little.
ask. I am carrying a lot,
No, that's way too little.
and I have stuff like. Can I get rid of some of this?
Jesus.
Like
just
sell
sell
it?
Yeah.
Wait,
I can carry it for you.
You should sell it and buy
What's the
another
massive?
donkey. And
It
we'll
costs
race our
8
way over there.
8 gold to buy a donkey.
Yes.
He is not worth much to
Let's
sell.
buy a jetpack.
But I don't know if that means in that
I
context.
think that's the thing.
Yeah, we should definitely buy a cart.
A cart would be 15.
15, yeah.
15
Yeah.
gold?
Mm-hmm.
Let's sell a donkey and buy the cart.
I have.
You need the donkey to fill the cart.
We can just make someone
I
else
have
do it.
5 gold.
I have
He doesn't
five.
have enough.
I don't know.
I have 5 gold.
You guys would be out all of
I
it.
have 1 silver.
True.
I can
Do we
hang.
need
How
it
fast?
now?
Wait,
We
wait,
probably
wait.
don't need
How
it now.
fast can the donkey travel? Donkey. It's a
Faster
donkey.
than us.
That's what I asked. Does donkey have speed? That's what I was asking that.
Yes, he can go at
25 miles per hour.
Like, how fast does he go per cubicle over
no,
there?
he should be able to keep up with the type of pace that you set.
I mean, I think we could just like take ships who gets to rest on a donkey.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever rolls poorly can probably rest on
Oh
the
wait,
donkey.
is that also a thing that we can rest on the donkey?
Like right on.
Yeah, one person.
One
could.
person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we get a cart.
What if I'm
Can
on
we heal
it?
as well? If we do that. Is that is that? Do we heal as well when we rest?
No, you get less tired. I mean,
Somewhat, yes. It's more limited.
Like, oh, I got a sprained ankle.
It's not gonna fix your sprained ankle, no.
Hey, this is an example. I know it's not gonna be a
If
sprained
only
ankle.
the healthcare system worked that way, I'd be a really
Okay.
healthy person.
But you're not.
But I'm not.
Okay.
We're glad
All
to
right.
help with all
Well,
the
here's
chocolate.
the difference in the paces, right?
Mhm.
So at normal pace, the hex is going to take you guys 2 hours to cross. You can forage along the way, but you'll do so at disadvantage because you're focused on moving predominantly.
So it'll slow you down, you mean? With disadvantage?
If you want to forage thoroughly, you'll have to go at a slow pace.
Okay.
So going at a slow pace, you gain advantage to perceive danger, and any hostiles have disadvantage to detect you. And you can forage normally. You also gain advantage on navigation checks because you're able to stop and look and check the map.
So if we move slower, will it be harder to detect?
No.
No.
no, he said we can find more stuff if we move slower.
Okay.
And yet, yes, you'll be harder to detect. So you'll be making less noise, moving more carefully.
I think
Not
yeah.
if
It
we
would
have
be,
a giant cart.
yeah.
Um,
How long does it take us?
but it
to-
reduces your speed by a third. And your a hex will take 3 hours to cross.
Okay.
I suppose we
And
should
how long
hold
does
So
it take
normal
a
is
donkey?
2 hours,
Normal is 2,
And
slow
then-
speed takes 3,
and then fast is 1.
and then fast, yeah, will be 1.
Can the donkey go half an hour across one of those then? Since he's the animal?
No.
It's a donkey,
Donkeys
though.
aren't that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
We
it's
could
not.
get a whip.
Maybe
Yes, a whip.
No.
A whip.
Maybe if he's not carrying anything.
Beat the donkey's ass for
Maybe.
no
I'm
reason.
not approving of this.
It's okay. We'll do it.
At a fast pace, you cannot forage at all. You have disadvantage to perceive danger and on navigation checks. And hostiles have advantage to detect or track you. But yes, your speed increases. It takes you an hour to cross a hex.
There's gonna be a problem.
You have no.
I do. They're underneath my cloak.
Hey,
Okay.
where were you looking
Neither
at stuff
do.
to sell?
I don't have a dagger.
In equipment.
Where do-
At the end of the equipment chapter, it's got like trade goods and vehicles and mounts
At
and
the end?
things. Yeah. Not the end of the booklet, the end of the equipment chapter. So somewhere middle-ish.
Oh, that's
Middle
where I
to
was.
back half section, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So once that is decided how you want to proceed, you'll then make a navigation check. This will be an intelligence survival check. DC based on the terrain. And I may roll this in secret because this determines whether or not you get lost. You don't know you're
God.
lost, right? Problem with you guys rolling dice, you roll it out and be like, oh, I got a 1. Guys, we're lost. Right? You don't know that.
Smart.
So if you
Yeah,
are lost along the way, you may end up in a different hex.
Oh,
And it's
crap.
Christmas.
Yes.
It's like,
That's
guys,
gotta be
it's
fun.
totally this way. I know. I think I've seen this this street
You've never
3
been
times.
out of the city.
We passed this Starbucks.
But the fact that everything looks so familiar just makes me more certain that this is the right
You're
direction.
just downtown. That's why there's so many cars.
Yeah.
She's
All
making
right.
total sense.
If you're going at a pace that allows foraging, you then make a foraging check. This would be a wisdom survival check. Again, the DC is based on the terrain, so some places are more fruitful than others. In a forest, there's plenty of bushes and berries and things to find. Out in the mountains or the wastelands, then you're not going to find anything. It's gonna be more-
Navigation check. You say you're doing that, or
I may do that predominantly. Yeah, I might have you do it.
if we do it, what kind of check is it?
It's an intelligence survival check.
Okay.
And if I'm doing it, I'm using the same thing.
Get my car.
I'm making the roll for you.
Yeah.
I can go get it real quick.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you forage. Basically, if everybody passes their foraging check, then you're able to find enough food and water to sustain yourself for the day and go on with life.
Okay.
I
So
don't think
when
we
we-
should risk it.
When we
If-
forage, so should we? I mean, can we find stuff other than food
Like
and water?
poison. Poison
Like
mushrooms.
mushrooms?
No, like something of value besides just consumption.
A dying man. That's not
No, that'll be included in a different roll.
Gotcha.
That'll be something separate. Yeah. But
So
any
any sustenance.
yeah, any failure on the foraging check means someone did not find enough, or collectively you did not find enough to feed someone, and so you're going to have to eat from your trail rations that you brought along.
Got it.
we don't have a lot
Okay.
of those. We're gonna have to get
Right.
more.
So you can go prepared and bring more of that, and not rely on foraging.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I feel like we're gonna do all of this, and then you're gonna get us robbed or something, and then
Yep.
it would have been. Fun.
I don't know. That's what I
Wow.
would-
Don't give him ideas, Melody.
It's like I am now.
Michael didn't hear this. We gotta be careful.
Water-
We need a gun.
Yeah.
Water
Yeah.
is a little bit simpler. As long as one person succeeds, you found enough water.
How much do guns cost?
Yes,
Okay.
with ammunition.
How high can you count?
To 10.
Yeah.
I can count to 1.
So weapons. Yeah, it's true.
That's
But I can
true.
only count to 10.
I've seen him count to
Like-
1. It's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm also going to be making a danger roll. Right? So
It's
each hex will have a danger rating. And if I roll that level or less, then you might have a random encounter with some nasty beasties.
That's a roll you do, right?
Yes, that's something I will do. There's also the discovery roll, and this is similar. And this determines whether or not you discover something interesting along the way.
And what kind of check does it use?
That does not use a check.
It's
not
just
skill
roll?
based. Yeah.
Okay, no skill.
Oh, skill.
Okay.
And then after resolving any encounters or discoveries, whatever, we log how long it took you to cross into it. Done. And then now you're in that hex. You can then decide for the next one how you wish to proceed. And then when you stop for the night, we'll just have one wisdom perception check for finding a good place to make camp. And only if everybody fails, then you get a poor spot for camp, and you have disadvantage on your constitution checks in the morning because you weren't able to sleep well.
See, that
It's
can
like
happen.
a terrible round. Right.
That can happen.
But as long as one person passes, then someone found, oh, hey, there's a good spot over there. They were able to spot it.
Do those things like the tents and stuff get wear? Like if it hails or something, will our tents?
Only in extreme circumstance, like I'm not tracking tent HP.
I'm making
like that.
sure.
This is
'cause I'm
5th
like,
edition.
Your
Things are much
tent-
more streamlined and simplified.
Your tent has 9 out of 50 health points.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
You
Third
need a
edition.
new tent.
We can't get a new tent in the middle
In
of
3rd edition, every single item had like hardness and HP, and so yes, you could track those things down. Like, oh well,
That's
the hail
too
does
much.
2 points of damage on each tent. After 3 hours, they're all torn to shreds. And, mess. But no,
Do
not
we
doing that.
do we have like a safety deposit box to leave some of this stuff behind at home?
I wouldn't leave anything at home.
There's a lot of stuff
might not
on
come
here
back.
that we.
I'm not sure. There's these sorts of games. Things tend
You
to
are-
happen to homes.
You are going on
Well,
No,
at
it's
least we're
an
moving
adventure
the
into
smaller-
the unknown. It is best to go prepared. I would bring as much with you as possible.
Well, we have like 8 orbs.
Okay, can we go through what we have and what we need?
Oh, the iron ore from last time. Okay, yeah, that.
And we have.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like I have iron or that's something. I have a bunch of like the ore.
We have 3 shovels. You know,
Hey, 3 shovels.
maybe we
We
don't
don't
need
find
the
our
3. Well, do we all have
I
weapons?
have 8.
We need to
ore.
bury somebody.
If anything,
I'm not burying anybody. That's a waste of time. Leave them
You need to
there.
bury somebody. Everybody gets
No burials. Put them in the water. Viking funeral.
yeah, there you go. Should
There's- you are nowhere near the coast.
Oh.
We'll make believe. Throw them down a
We'll
ditch.
just dig a ditch.
Can't dig a ditch. We're gonna leave the
I'll
shovels
sleep in a hole.
Yes, you will.
for eternity.
Yup.
Okay.
You guessed it.
You guess it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I have my inventory.
Um.
How long's a day? 24?
24 hours.
Okay.
You sleep for 8 of it.
Okay.
Although true daily travel is limited to 8 hours.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right? It's a your work day.
Mm.
I looked this up. I was curious because that's how it's listed in the player's handbook of travel. It's like, oh, here's your 1 hour pace. Here's your daily pace. I'm like, well, that's just 8 times that. You only walk for 8 hours?
Only 8 hours, Michael. Only 8 hours.
Yeah.
Do you know how far that
Right,
is?
right.
It's a lot of walking.
I looked that up. It's like, yeah, that is pretty typical. But
Yeah.
Has anyone ever walked for 8 hours? in one-
Fair enough.
Maybe if they
in
went
the
to
day.
Disney World.
Oh, man. But even then, you're
So, yeah, so
sitting
you
on a
get-
roller
Yeah.
coaster.
you guys basically have
Could get a whip.
8 travel hours to work with
Okay.
Okay.
when setting off to move as many hexes as you desire before you need to break for camp. Any additional time after that can be downtime at the campsite, or if you stopped to investigate something along the way, that'll eat into that time.
So realistically, we can travel anywhere between like 4 to 8 hexes in one day.
If we're going fast?
Yes,
Right.
Okay. Okay.
makes sense?
How many hexes do you estimate are between us and that X?
depends entirely on
I
the
think
path
it's like
you
I
choose.
think it's like 6 to. If we go
So if
like
you wanna
on this
follow the
yellow
path,
line,
Or if you want to
it's
try
like
to cut across,
It's like
We should cut across.
it's like 3 24-hour segments, so approximately. So it's at least like 6 days, but if it's like 8 hours,
We should just ask the people.
it's gonna be like
Around.
it's gonna be at least 2 weeks.
Damn. I don't think that's enough s'mores.
no, that's for 5 people. That's 20 nights.
That's
2
not
weeks is
enough.
14.
She needs
That's
like 5 and a half.
I even need more than that. We should like.
Should have asked for more.
I said 200.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You said 100.
All right, so
Got it on
can
recording.
so okay, so what's going on right now?
Maybe we could ask around to see if anybody has anything to say about the surrounding area. Like, oh, don't go that way because
It's like a bunch of little kids asking about the surrounding area.
No. We don't have to ask them for us. We can be like,
So wait, what are we
Asking for
gonna?
a friend.
What are we?
Asking for a
What are we? Wait. So we found it
yeah.
and we saw.
I'm sorry. It's been a while. I just need everybody's names again.
Oh.
Miri.
Brooke.
Brooke?
Brooke.
That's his name.
Brooke.
Brooke. I
Lyle.
like Brooke.
Yeah.
That's not so bad, actually.
And one Miri.
Do
to
you
group
still have
them
an
all.
owl?
Huh?
Do you have an owl still?
Okay, what?
An owl.
Owly.
No,
No,
we
he's
got rid of
dead.
No,
it.
he's dead.
You got rid of the owl? Okay.
Okay.
Died.
Good job.
Special?
How ridiculous.
I could have
thing.
used
That
that
would've been
owl
helpful.
right now.
I know. He could have
Sure.
surveyed the area
Sure.
for us.
All right.
True.
Man, we should have been
But then
like,
it
oh,
died.
Owly died, but no, Owly came with the map.
So,
Another owl got sent to me.
Instead, you wasted it on getting a hat.
Brooke, Lyle.
No.
I got my hat back.
I mean, Crystal, you could go get an owl. Just go get one.
Let's all get owls.
My aunt.
So we got Brooke, Lyle, Miri.
The great and powerful.
Mary the Great and Powerful. I'm Sydney.
With a
Valen.
dad of many accomplishments.
Yes,
Valen.
of course.
They're worth nothing.
Glad you've heard of him.
It's from you.
Would you like another story?
No.
Okay. So,
And you were. I'm sorry.
Valen.
Scavenge for information.
So we're going.
Maybe we should check the church to see if they have any maps.
That's right, Valen. I think we should go.
You've read all the books. Have you seen any
Do
maps
they
of
have?
the area?
They have to have
Lyle.
maps of the area.
I'm reading different kinds of books.
Damn it!
What kinds of books, Lyle?
Books about
Rated R.
Magic.
books.
But we have to go, right?
Well, we have to find information.
Well, this map could be magical.
There could be
I mean,
treasure.
That was a dragon.
Shiny.
The dragon gave us. I mean, it's pretty magical.
Annie brought your hat back. Yeah.
Whoa.
Best reunion ever.
We
Okay,
should
we need to prepare then.
we
Yes,
should
yes.
ask Father. What was the
Father
priest?
Emmanuel,
Oh.
David the second,
The
third,
second,
and
yes,
fourth.
that piece of
Wait.
shit.
Can I sell my 8 ore?
Daedalus.
You have
Buy my 8
8
of the iron.
Daedalus?
Daedalus.
Sure.
How much can I get for the 8 of them?
Okay.
Is that- Is that 8 order on you or on this donkey?
I don't remember if
I have it on me.
Okay,
When is
there's
that
also on this
earlier?
donkey.
How much is in the donkey?
None.
So we're going to the local merchant.
There's none on this donkey. It depends how much it is. Yeah, there's 8 on this donkey.
What?
Mm,
Are there 1 pound pieces?
Sure.
think
Is that-
so. I
that
think
was-
that's what it was.
I said they're a pound piece. How did you add up your weight capacity there?
Well, I think I have 15 pounds, and I have like 8 of those things, and I have some mushrooms.
Okay, yeah, so probably. Alright, wow, that was a lot.
Didn't we have 1 gold chocolate coin at one point?
Silver piece? 1 silver piece? Is that it?
We did.
Because I
Per
wrote
pound?
it down here. Let's not know that it's chocolate and still try to spend it as 1 gold.
Yeah, they have it too. I have a chocolate coin too.
A gold piece apiece.
Gold piece,
You
piece.
get 1 gold. Yeah.
So I get
Per-
8
I
gold.
also have
Per
8
chunk, yep.
here, yes.
Oh, snap!
I'm selling
poodle.
these 8 off the donkey.
I have 13 gold. You can't sell the donkey stuff.
You guys,
Girl,
you guys,
I did.
if you guys put your money together,
It's not
and sell,
yours.
Do we still
So
have,
how do you
have our
know
1
it's
day
not
ration?
mine?
you guys can buy the
It's
card.
Good buy the
donkey.
card.
Whose
It's 15.
whose iron is on the donkey?
You tell me. It's mine.
It's a non-specific
There's like
owner.
Whoa,
there's
hold on,
iron
hold
on
on,
the
hold
donkey.
on.
That's
I
all
think
I
I had
if
iron.
you
Hold on.
have
You didn't have
eight-
any iron.
No, I did.
I think no, it was just Miri and Valen that had
I
it.
think
No,
I
I
grabbed some
didn't
too.
have any.
No?
I threw it at
I
the.
had 5 iron.
that's right.
5 of it.
Yeah,
So that's 5 gold.
I had 5
Those are
iron.
giant rocks of
Didn't
mineral.
you put
Yeah.
the
They're
iron
basically
on the
useless by
donkey
themselves.
And like didn't
I
have
took
any
what I
on
could
you?
sell.
So yes, you might as well sell it for a gold apiece.
So I'm selling
Yes.
it. And I had a shovel and a pickaxe for some fucking reason.
Those
I
might
had
be
3
useful.
red mushrooms.
Yeah.
Can we smelt that?
What?
Iron. Iron.
Can we smell the iron?
Alright, if we get rid of, if we sell that, can we split that? Because we don't know who's that belongs
Well,
to.
I
Whoever
think
smelt it,
that
they'll-
you
Keep it on the donkey,
put it
that'll-
on
No,
you,
5 of it,
but
5 of it that's in the donkey is mine.
How would that be useful?
I don't
Donkey's
know
not
how
yours.
if you
No,
had
5 of
any
the
on
gold
you.
things
Huh?
like that.
Because I think when we were trying to get light to
I
walk
don't want to
away,
scare
you
him.
put all of your ore on the donkey, and you didn't have any more on your person. So if that says 8, then he
I would have
actually
deleted
doesn't have
it though, no?
I don't know. That's how I remember it. But we can say
That
yeah,
might
there's
be
8
true. I don't
That's
know.
unless-
there's a star here. That's
That's
why
unless I kept it on me.
So I think there was only over 8.
Maybe.
Wait, I might actually have it on my person instead.
Maybe.
Because
I
I
mean,
think that's why I only took 5.
it's up to you what you want to do with that. Because it might have been mine, and it was just transferred to the donkey for some reason.
But if you sell yours, then it would.
What's the total weight?
That does sound familiar.
After this happened,
But
If
yeah.
you-
But I remember it still being in my bag. I don't think I ever
I'll give
got.
you the extra 8. That's fine.
Oh,
Alright,
you were
wait.
carrying till you
Cool.
could no more.
Yeah.
She was carrying till she could no more.
Mhm.
I only grabbed what I could carry and then I put it in the bag.
Yeah.
At one point.
Okay,
when
I-
we went back to the donkey, I put it
So
in the
I
bag.
I
would
think
cross
we
it
should.
off
I
as
think we
you.
should split it.
I know it's not mine.
What?
We should split it.
But I know it's not
I wanna,
mine.
I want to spend that on
Okay,
the cart.
then.
I know
should
it's
we just
yours.
split it with every? Okay, then give it to me.
I
Yeah,
want to spend that on the cart.
It's crystals.
What are you talking about? No. Don't
Yes,
do
it
that.
is. I remember her putting it on the donkey.
5 of it is mine.
No.
It's
Can
in
I
writing.
just say just to make
It's in
it
writing?
just to
It's
just
in writing, yeah.
where does it say? Let me
No,
see.
this is the stuff that I was putting.
But does it say I put my stuff in the donkey?
I wrote it here because I was putting.
I know,
Actually,
okay.
it does say donkey in it.
That's what I'm saying. Does it say donkey?
It does say donkey.
Where?
On the top
At the
right
very
there.
top.
Okay.
That's
Amaris.
the stuff that I put
There we
in
go.
donkey.
There you go. Amaris. How many? It says 5 iron though on the donkey.
Yeah, I put fire. I put
So
like
then you
So,
had
but there's
an iron
8.
pickaxe.
But there's 8 in there.
So then
Yeah.
the other 3 is yours.
Did anybody else put stuff in the donkey?
What did
No,
you do
I
with the
threw
iron?
my ore at the giant monster. I know what I did with it.
She
Okay.
got the dogs, I think, right?
I
the spiders.
want to split the last 3 then.
There's no way to
Okay.
split
Um,
this thing.
I do want to spend this
You can
money
make
because
change.
I help put some money together. I want to spend it on a cart.
No.
The cart is
5
the cart is
goes
15.
to Amari.
5 goes to Maori. Somebody you want to sell that to give yourself 5 gold.
Hmm.
And then you raise that as
And
something
then
that you have.
3.
And
yours.
3, do you guys want the 3? Because you guys don't have any iron, right?
I have no iron, yeah.
Alright, then you guys just take those last 3.
So a gold piece apiece.
Yeah.
Then okay.
Yeah.
Gain 1 gold. Gain 1 gold.
Yeah.
Gain 1 gold.
There you go.
Okay.
Problem solved.
Um,
And next time, if anybody puts anything on the donkey,
Right.
Write it
just
down.
write it down to avoid
If
that.
somebody puts it on the donkey, I'll write it here and I'll write your name.
That-
next
that's
to
why
it.
there's a list for the donkey's inventory, and there's the list for your inventory on your
Where's
sheet.
the donkey inventory? What are you talking about?
I got it right here.
Down there.
No, he's got it.
Is there a
It's
jeweler
in pen
town?
though, so I have
What?
to
A
rewrite it.
jeweler in town?
Here? No.
No.
Right, I do.
Didn't think so.
I do also
No.
have.
Winterhold might have one.
Yeah.
That's a big city.
I gotta
I-
read this up. That's why I asked.
I do also have a mysterious dark blue cube.
You should keep that.
And
give it to Loki.
a turquoise crystal,
The Tesseract.
the size of my finger,
Tesseract.
that vibrates to sound.
It's a tesseract.
Yeah, you want to try selling them?
No.
I mean, how much would I get for that?
Since there's no specialist here, you're just some kid with this funny trinket going in.
It's like, how much? How much?
He's like, I'll give you
$2.
one piece.
They'll
No,
I'll give you one of your
seven.
iron back.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Maybe it's Optimus Prime.
I do have 1 chocolate coin. I just saw that. I do have a chocolate
I
coin.
do have 1 chocolate gold coin.
No, I'm carrying my hat with me.
No. Did I get it?
Okay.
Yep.
How much weight is that? Did we establish how much weight the hats were, or are they just like magic?
They're not that heavy.
Negligible. No.
Negligible weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can I buy a weapon?
Hey, I work
I
at
don't
the
have any
weapon
weapons.
shop. Can I cut her a deal?
Ah.
That's funny.
I could give her like something that I
Cause I have like
Yeah, buy
wait, how many
Something's worth
silvers?
10 gold,
How many
so that's what
silvers
cover.
and a gold?
10.
10. So okay, so can I trade that up?
hmm
How much is- So 10. So I have 8 silver and 14 gold.
I have 7 silver now, and I'm gonna add 2 gold pieces to the gold.
All right. Ha! Don't look so stupid carrying that bag now, do I?
You still look
What
stupid.
bag?
That's a stupid
How was I
looking bag.
carrying all that stuff when we were in the cave?
I have forgotten what EP and PP mean.
He said PB.
EP are electrum pieces. That's a silver gold alloy. So there, one electrum piece is worth 5 silver. It's halfway between silver and gold.
Where can I find the weapons?
And how many mixed gold?
10.
Again.
10 silver makes
10
1 gold,
Or
Yeah.
5.
or 5 electrum makes 1 gold.
So since we just got rid of 8 ore a pounded piece, I can adjust this
Your weight.
to 181. Since we got rid of these 8 1-pound pieces.
Again, the 189 was my original setup, so that was before adding anything from the cave.
Okay, where do I find these weapons?
Oh, there might be. Yeah, there might be
It's in the basic rules there somewhere.
How much gold do you have?
Before
I have some gold.
magic,
7?
Hey, if
how much,
anybody
how much
can.
gold do you have now?
None
I-
of your business.
food.
I think it's here. I think it's here.
My gold ain't
Oh, I
yours for
found it.
spending.
Equipment.
It's for the group.
Melee weapons.
Ah,
Dagger.
hell no, it's in my pants.
Don't be crystal.
I have daggers over here.
Crystal's the one with the money.
You have gold in your pants?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We don't really need
What's
a
up?
carriage right now. It's kind of a waste of money.
What was
Hey,
the question?
what does carriage help with?
What?
Huh?
Like, what would a carriage like help?
Transport.
Like,
Transportation.
We wouldn't have to walk.
That's a fancy enclosed wagon.
But we don't
With
have.
people inside, you put
The
your
money.
trunk on top.
But we don't. Not
Those things
necessarily
are-
that we don't have the money, but
Oh,
we
cart.
don't really have a purpose for it. Right?
yeah, but I want to know, like, cart.
Yeah.
Carries more stuff.
And people.
Pulled by an animal.
It's a cart. Okay.
Okay, I want to buy 2 daggers.
It's Large wooden platform with 3
Uh-huh.
sides and 2 wheels,
Yeah, I mean, I figure.
right? And then,
I'm saying, like, I'm just
2
saying
wooden
what
arms
is
stick out the front so you can attach it to the animal.
I want to buy 2 daggers. They're 2 gold apiece.
Okay.
So 1 for each hand.
Are you over 18?
We've been using weapons since I was like,
I bought them off my aunt.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She was like, "You're sexy, fold enough.
Yeah.
I'll give you a discount.
I'll give you a discount. You can have them for 5 gold each."
Griff, when we were in the cave, we picked up 2 pickaxes and 2 shovels. The donkey already has 1 shovel. Can I sell one of the shovels?
Oh, one of the shovels is mine.
One of the shovels is yours?
that many shovels.
Do you have it on there?
Iron shovel and iron
How much will we
pickaxe,
get for
and
that shovel?
3 red mushrooms are in there too.
There's no mushrooms on here.
You guys ate them?
There's no mushrooms on
Son of
here.
You may have eaten those mushrooms.
Let's say
Didn't someone eat one of the mushrooms?
Shovels cost
Yeah.
2 gold. You can
I
sell
think
it
we
for
all ate
1.
some mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'll sell it.
You can sell a shovel for 1 gold.
How many shovels are in there?
3.
Okay, 1 shovel. And, the pickaxe? How many pickaxes?
2.
But shovels
What's mine?
can break, guys.
Yeah.
And if we have multiple, then might help. I would save them.
Save them? Okay.
So
Yeah.
save all 3 shovels?
Well,
I'm thinking we might actually need those. I think
I would
they make-
save at least 2.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can make money on other things.
Let's sell our tents.
No.
Yeah.
Do we
You
still
sell your
have our
tent.
1 day
We
rations?
won't need those.
Okay, well we need to buy
Do we
feed,
still have
so
our
I need to
one-day
sell some of
rations?
this
Should,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
We can gather feed too, right?
For the donkey?
That's the donkey.
The last
How much
adventure in
feed
the
does the
cave
donkey
didn't
have?
even last a day. So.
One day.
Alright,
It's not enough.
I'm
He's
getting.
gonna starve.
We can travel a day, gather materials, scavenge around for the first day.
Okay, so
Explore a little bit the area.
so I have 2 daggers. One's
We
called
shouldn't
peanut
just
butter
go
and one's called jelly.
spearhead.
I know,
So
but
One's
I
called
don't think we're gonna have
peanut butter
enough food
and
for
one's
the
called
donkey.
jelly.
peanut butter.
Even
Okay.
if we gather food,
And then
isn't it
so
gonna
attack bonus. So how does this work?
just go bad?
I have never had a
we
weapon.
could do, we can leave the donkey behind if we're not gonna go that far.
I've been
All right.
using things that I found to like.
We can go out of the village,
Yeah.
gather the stuff, and then come back.
Alright, so your attack
could.
bonus
It'll also be faster, I
Mhm.
think.
is
Okay.
the ability that you use with the weapon. So if it's a melee weapon, it's gonna be strength, unless it is a
Plus proficiency?
finesse weapon
Here is his strength plus.
plus proficiency bonus. Right. If you're proficient with the weapon, are you proficient with daggers?
I mean,
Probably not, since you guys have very few of your proficiencies at this point.
where would I find out?
Somewhere in the back of the listing.
On page 5,
Yeah, page 5. There we go.
it's got a little Viking dude on it.
Oh. I don't have any. Oh, Facebook.
Next page.
Stealth. Yeah, stealth, thieves, tool, deception.
Yep, so no weapons. You haven't gotten any weapon proficiencies yet, because you haven't trained with them yet.
I'm about to.
We killed spiders.
Oh.
So this may be the trip on which you do get proficient with those.
Yeah.
Oh.
So okay, but strength mod, which is 0. So what's my attack? How much damage do I do then?
Your attack bonus then is 0.
Right.
The damage, that is going to be based on the weapon. So look up in the table, I believe the dagger is a d4.
Yeah, 1d4
Yeah, so it's 1d4.
damage, 1d4.
Mm-hmm. And then you see it says plus strength mod next to it. Well,
Yeah.
that would be 0.
Yeah.
So 1d4 plus 0.
Okay, makes sense. All right, simple enough. And then right here will be pierce. Does that proficiency slash bludge, pierce, none of them?
Oh, yeah, piercing.
Pierce. Okay.
It's a
Alright.
stabbing weapon.
I'm walking around like this. Cha 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 cha.
You got 2 of them?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, use the full booklet and look up in the combat section on attacking with 2 weapons.
I'm not in.
Weapons. Where would that be?
In the combat chapter.
I want to sell my great club.
What? But it was such a great club.
That's a great club.
Whatever the cost is listed in there, you get half.
Oh, So I get 1 silver piece.
Just,
Okay.
no, this is the short version. That's right.
On our person, it says we have rations. Is that just for 1 day?
Yes, yeah. You had 1 day's of rations in your bag, and Sebastian had an additional 6.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Alright. What else are people getting?
I'm looking at the armor right now,
Okay.
but it does say its weight's 8 pounds.
What armor? Yeah.
The light armor.
Any of it, yeah, it's gonna be somewhat heavy. Armor is not light.
No, I've noticed.
I know from experience.
Okay.
It's just so quiet. He's looking at
Because we're
stuff.
thinking.
We're thinking.
Thinking about all the stuff we want to buy.
Oh, it's a whetstone. Do we have a whetstone? Like that's to sharpen weapons, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we have one.
Not on the
Does
donkey.
anybody know how to use it?
It's one copy.
Just saying.
We should have one though. It's,
We probably
we can
should.
learn how to use it.
Yeah. He only has How many times can the healer's kit be used?
Uh,
Is it a one-time use only?
I think you Repeatedly. I never really thought of that.
You
Let
are
me see
a
what I got
well-behaved dog.
Um,
Good boy. He's the good boy.
no, it does have a limited number of uses.
Oh, rations.
see
There we go.
where- Action crafting, here's fear, here's should. Hmm.
5 silver. 1 day.
One day.
Hmm?
One day.
Yeah, I was looking at the cost of rations.
Is it expensive?
5 silver.
We should still probably get some more.
And that's 1 day's worth of rations.
Healer's kit. Leather pouch with bandages, salves, and splints have 10 uses.
I have.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, wait.
no.
Can I take back selling my great
2.
Great club.
great club?
So I have proficiency with thieves' tools.
Yes.
How do I get them?
You need to buy them. I mean, same. You
Why
get
I need to
any
buy?
other
Because
item.
it just says I can't find anywhere where it says thieves' tools. What does it say? Oh, I see it.
What?
Oh,
There's a
never,
separate
never,
section for all the
never,
tools
never,
and kits.
never
Keep 'em on
mind.
gold. 6
Yeah.
days worth
It's
of rations.
25 gold.
Oh.
25 gold.
The tools are expensive.
I'm 15 gold away.
Yes.
Oh.
There is a reason that everybody in the world doesn't just have one of everything.
Uh-huh. Notice.
It's expensive.
Well, I have my daggers, peanut butter and jelly. I'm fine.
Oh, that's an awesome name.
What about green mushrooms? Are they worth anything?
You
Not here, probably.
make a diplomacy or persuasion or something roll.
Okay, let me see if I have any.
So they're only worth something if you can convince someone to buy them.
They'll make you skinny. Sell it as a diet pill.
Yeah, when it blows your face off, you'll lose weight.
I mean, you will.
I don't think I have any.
You also be dead.
Wait, what are you rolling for?
Diplomacy.
Mm.
Hiya! Damn
Oh,
3.
that's what he said.
No.
Where's diplomacy at?
Alright, I'll keep the green mushrooms.
Where's diplomacy at?
Charisma.
Oh, charisma. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I do have some mushrooms, and like, so I do have, by the way, guys, I do have a glowing mushroom left. I think those were lightning, no?
I don't know.
Oh no, I think
The glowing ones just glow.
You're gonna have to watch episodes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. What about the
I
have
am
3.
all caught up now. I don't know if anybody noticed.
Are
I
you?
did put the,
Yeah,
the
I
last
saw
one.
that you were putting up all the new ones.
Yes.
Yeah. 3 blue and 2 red mushrooms.
Red's fire.
The blue are electric.
Red is fire. I remember
Yeah, red is
that.
fire. That was hilarious. I remember that.
okay, I still have
Wow.
3 red.
I have 1 shrinking mushroom and 3 spider teeth, which are poison.
What?
And yep, and then 5 stubby mushrooms, which were the stubby ones. Those were the healing ones, no?
Maybe?
Which ones?
Check. I'm gonna write this down.
Which ones again?
The stubby.
So, I don't think so.
Yeah, and write down what to do.
So right now the whole group is in the marketplace.
Because
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
Let's go to the mall, guys.
Let's buy some shit.
Guys, you will not believe what I found.
My final parents, Vale. Don't you
After
worry.
I bought our parents.
how do we? Oh, no, stubby are not the healing ones.
oh,
Hey Brooke, where's your bed?
Did.
What?
Did.
Not Owlie.
Did.
It was a stupid name, but it's still missing.
like I do almost want to buy like armor,
It's the fried mushrooms, the brown bottle cap with white stripes that heal.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, I used all those up, I'm pretty sure.
I think so, yes.
Hey, if anybody has 5 gold and 8 pounds that they can use, there's armor available.
Why didn't you just say my name?
There's padded armor, which is 5 gold and it
No,
weighs 8 pounds.
I was looking at that, yeah.
and it
but
says like armor 11 plus dexterity mod.
it says disadvantage. Where can I find that information for that?
It's right here. It's light armor.
What's this?
No, the disadvantage. It says disadvantage on it.
Oh, I don't know.
But I don't know
Yeah,
what
so on
disadvantage
like
I don't remember if
swimming
this was mine
checks,
or not.
if you have to roll to swim and you're in armor, you have
Which
disadvantage.
ones are those?
is. How much is the
Wait.
disadvantage?
So that means you have to roll 2 dice and you take
Giant.
the lowest one.
Was there a
Okay.
mushroom that made you
I
grow
don't
big?
think
That doesn't so bad,
Yes.
actually. It doesn't sound so bad. How often are we gonna go swimming?
I think we're gonna be fine
Come
for
on.
now.
Come on. I get you guys backing me up, right? You guys
I don't
wanna
know.
be
I
down,
saw
right?
that
You
episode
guys wanna
of
be
Game
down.
of Thrones, and I don't know.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
With-
You know, I want that
Jamie
armor.
was-
Mushrooms that make you grow big?
No. Like having armor and never being able to swim.
Dude, that's a plus
That's
11
not my
dexterity.
problem.
Can't
Dude,
do
you
it.
should buy yourself some
No.
fucking armor.
I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
Okay, I think I'm good. I think.
Plus 11 dexterity.
I think I'm good on stuff that I need. Who else is good on stuff that I need? I think
I'm
we should
good.
just concentrate
That's
on
our class.
food now.
I need a great
maybe.
sword.
Our AC, not Dex. So it's 11 plus your Dex mod.
Wait.
Pretty sure you can't afford one.
Okay, I'm a little confused now.
So
Can I get a discount since I work for the guy who makes
Like-
them?
Can I get a discount?
Can I
Pretty sure
get
you still
one
can't
from the
afford one.
garbage
Where's our
that he
class?
told me to throw away, but I can't?
Oh,
It was
okay.
broken.
No,
So
that
you have a
wouldn't
base
happen.
armor class
Why not?
on here somewhere.
He's
How-
like,
if he
throw
was-
these out.
In the beginning?
So bad that he
Yeah.
completely ruined a great sword and had to throw it away.
So you would
He's
get
not in business
plus 11
anymore.
and then
True that.
plus
Maybe it's
your
one
Dex
I
mod.
made, and he's
So
like,
in
it's
my
so bad
case, it
you
would
can keep
be 19 plus.
No.
11?
He would not have let you
Wait, what?
just try to make
Yeah, 8 plus
such
11.
an
so it'd be
expensive
19.
item
And then my
There
Dex
was
mod
that
is -1, so it'd be
risk
18.
of completely ruining
Okay,
it.
so I would have.
Swords are
You would
expensive.
have
23.
Iron is expensive.
Yep. And then
Hence why you were able to get so much from those large chunks of hematite.
Armor equals plus 10 plus dexterity mod. Shit. I'm a little confused with how the hell that works.
So
and then plus 2 for your dexterity mod.
if you're gonna be getting you can get a light hammer. It's like 2 gold. And you could throw it.
Yeah, you guys should get some weapons. 'cause
I
last
need
time you
to
guys didn't
sell
have
some
any.
stuff.
Yeah, I had 3 weapons, and I equipped the poison fang on the spear. It's not called the spear though. It's called
Called
something.
poison.
Javelin.
Yeah.
Oh, get a quarterstaff.
I also have that too.
Really, you should get a quarterstaff.
It's literally a big stick.
I want
Yeah,
a
to
sword.
hit
I
things in
have
the
a
face with.
stick
It worked really well.
Yeah,
No,
but
this is
you-
a bigger stick.
You roll 1d6.
Solid, yeah.
Hold on.
At your age, yes.
No, like
I
really.
think I'm carrying a pickaxe. I want to sell that one too.
If you get a quarterstaff, you get to roll 1d6.
Is there anything cool?
Yeah, Michael. Okay,
There's lots of things cooler. Yeah.
so I'm a little confused about how the armor works.
Yes.
So
That's about the
Okay,
coolest
it's
cheap
it's
thing.
11 plus
No,
on
look
this,
at
right?
it.
So this becomes
Because you need a weapon. You can get a dagger too.
It becomes what?
I have
This?
a dagger.
it's
Oh,
a
just
plus
use that
11.
then.
This is 11 plus dex modifier.
You save your money.
What's your dex modifier?
I just didn't write it down.
Yours is plus 2.
Yeah, it
a
was plus
dagger and a
2.
pickaxe, and I
So
thought I
then
had
your
a hammer.
AC will become 11 plus 2 or 13
I'm gonna look.
instead of what you have now.
I'm gonna check to see what I
Got
have.
it.
What's the 11 thing? What the hell is that even? Because it says 11
That's
on
the
it.
rating for the armor,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
right? Each armor will have a different rating,
Oh, okay, so don't add it to your base. That makes sense.
right? The default is 10, like that's the base with just wearing regular clothes. You have 10 plus your dexterity mod. How good you are at then dodging
That makes sense.
makes it better. If you have too heavy of armor, you then don't get your dexterity bonus because it's too heavy and you can't dodge things.
Mhm.
Or you could be like a monk and you get really good at dodging, and so you get a different bonus as well. So there's that. But all of them, they just have a completely different formula for it. Well, not completely different, but a separate formula, and you calculate it with that separate formula, and it completely replaces.
No wonder that's confusing for me. This stuff is really.
Did the big mushrooms do anything?
Which ones are the big ones?
I don't know. I just have here 5 big ones. Mushrooms. This is all it says.
So if you wanted to get more food,
Can we eat these mushrooms that I have? The 5 big ones?
Probably. I don't know what the big. I just looked them all up. I didn't see.
if we wanted to like buy or forage for food before we left, and like put them like on the donkey, how much could we get?
How much can you afford? I mean, the donkey has
How
more
much does it
carrying
cost?
space, I'm sure.
1 day's rations is 5 silver pieces, according to this.
Oh, 5 silver.
Yeah.
Okay, so I already have a day's rations. Who else has a day's rations?
I have.
I think we all should.
The day's ration.
On our person, we should all
Yeah.
have 1 day's ration.
And how much was it for one? It was 5?
5 silver. Yeah.
5 silver? Okay.
And they're 2 pounds a piece.
2 pounds a piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy two 1-day rations.
That's gold.
Yeah.
And I shall do likewise as well.
How much is it? Weighs what?
2 pounds per ration.
I'm gonna buy 1 more, so now I have 2.
So
I also have 2 torches.
3
If
days.
anybody remembers that
That's
debacle.
true. She
Which
does have
is-
people.
Son of a bitch.
6 pounds. So 6.
No, you get. Oh, you have my
10.
torch.
There it is.
1 year
There it is,
later,
guys, there
I reign victorious.
This just has my torch.
It's
The
not
asshole.
yours.
Uh-huh.
It's yours.
You asshole.
What did the mess kit do again?
It's like
It's
your
for-
forks and
That's-
spoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fork, spoon, knife, cup, plate.
I drew a knife, but I don't see it written down.
Chopstick.
So I don't know. There it is. But I didn't write it down. Would I have it somewhere else?
Knife?
Oh, I still have some of that healing water. Does that do anything?
No.
No.
Let's just erase it. So you
You
just
have
have
unnamed
water.
Yeah.
So
It's just water.
This is one.
okay,
you called.
can
Is
I
that a
fill
knife?
my water skin?
Oh yeah, of course.
I would assume that's
Okay.
probably a knife.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna have a water skin and I have just
Or a
extra
dagger or
water.
something. I mean, a dagger.
Yeah, should the need arise, you may
A dagger?
want a way
Yeah.
to distinguish between a full and empty water skin.
Yeah.
But you will all start out with a full one.
Probably towards the front.
It's a front.
Yeah, certainly.
I'm gonna put healing water, but not really.
But not
Here, go.
And the chocolate coin do we know if that provides anything
Chocolate rain.
besides just delicious chocolate?
Delicious.
It'll make you feel better.
Oh,
About
that's
yourself.
nice. That's nice. Okay, well,
So, you know what it might do? If you, like, wake up and you're having a bad morning, but you eat a chocolate coin, maybe it won't be so bad.
This is true.
Mm.
that is good to know.
So, if you connect that with what I said at the beginning of this session,
I listened.
maybe it's useful. Yes.
I was listening.
I want to sell it.
No, don't do
Did-
He's like, I want to sell the gold coin.
I'm like, no, everything he just said.
I need real coins.
Did our encumber go up?
But
Did our encumber like
How much we can
weight?
carry?
did
Yeah.
your strength increase?
It did, didn't it? It did.
Also,
That's- Mine's on 55.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, if you increased your strength,
Oh, you guys can
then yes.
No.
And by increase, I mean
think it
reduced
was.
your penalty.
I just
So
wanted
it's
to
still
strength.
zero.
Oh, wait.
Before I put it down.
Have I changed that?
There's actually
You adjusted yours, yes.
And
Why?
did I adjust this?
You get plus
Probably
one.
not.
So
Sorry, what's your
down.
strength?
How do I adjust this?
plus 1 strength.
What's up?
I
So it's
put
probably
this
5
down,
pounds
and
more.
I drew the
5
dagger,
What's
but
your
I didn't
strength,
write
Amaury?
it here.
Yeah, just write it
My
in there.
strength-
And then it's a piercing weapon.
If I can turn this page.
But you're not.
My strength score is 12.
Well, my strength is 14. How do you have more encumberment
I don't know.
than me?
Uh,
I have 35 encumbered.
35. Did you change that at all?
No.
I know some
Okay,
point.
there's 2 numbers, right? Encumbered and heavily encumbered. Your encumbered is 5 times your strength. So take your strength value, not the modifier, the number, multiplied times 5.
This right here.
So basically, I have
Oh, so-
zero. I have zero
So why
strength.
do I have to divide?
Mari, I have 0 strength, and you have +1. My encumbered is 25, so yours should be 30. Right?
No.
The modifier is a double, right? It takes 2 steps of score to change the modifier. So you could be apart by up to 2.
I have a 10. What's yours?
You fucking lost me after what he said. Thank you.
So that's. Oh, no, wait. It's half that. Right, that's why you have 25.
So I have 25, I have 50. Because heavily is 50.
Right.
Okay, so I should have 34.
Yeah,
35.
because children. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have 35.
There you go. So Mari is supposed to have what?
So 55 is your max. Half that.
55?
your-
My thing's on 12. You say it's times 5?
Oh, it's 12 now? Yeah.
Yeah.
So heavily encumbered at 60, encumbered at 30.
Yeah. So,
So
yeah.
my thing is 60 now then.
No, so what I said earlier. So mine's 25, so yours should be 30.
I'm fucking lost.
There's 2 levels, right?
And
One
I
is-
understand the encumbered.
How
I
much
just want to know
money-
the
money-
the
what I-
highest
money,
amount that I
money,
have. Too many people are talking.
Mari, okay, what I'm saying is that I'm at 0 and you're at 1, right? And every
No.
level is
No.
5, no?
No.
Oh.
Crystal is wrong.
This is why I'm getting confused. You're saying one thing, you're saying another thing. I'm
Because
like
I
getting
thought it
confused
was
here.
30.
Strength score, that number 12,
Yeah, 12.
right? We're multiplying that by 5,
Okay.
60.
Okay, 6. Okay.
Above that, you are heavily encumbered.
Above 60, I'm heavily encumbered?
Right. Half that is 30. Above 30, you are regular encumbered,
Okay.
which is still bad, just not as bad.
Would that take away from the dexterity?
At encumbered, your speed drops by 10 feet. So you move slower. Heavily encumbered, yes, you have disadvantage on everything, and you move even slower by 20 feet.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
I mean,
That
literally,
was-
it's the same thing. It's literally.
When you're having two
No,
people
because you're
saying
looking
that-
at the modifier.
But the modifier is the same thing because you're like, if you have 10, right? 10 is 0, and then 12 is 1. Then 14 is 2, right? 16
yes, but
is
you,
3.
but you have to keep in mind that it goes by 2 steps. Right. It's the even number that it changes.
Right.
So if you had 11 strength,
Then it would still be
then
0.
your modifier base wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, because he would actually gain some.
Oh, he was still gaining if it was 11?
11
Times
would.
2.
An 11 strength can carry more than 10 strength.
Dang.
Because it's
What
the
was
score.
What's the difference?
You know,
5
I
pounds.
Okay. So it's 10 pounds.
Or 10
12.
pounds of the.
I'm trying to make sure because I'm going to vibrate it later. So, okay, so if you have 11, that's an extra 5. If you have 12, it's an extra 5.
Yes,
Okay. Then we.
on the maximum.
Oh.
Right. 2.5 for the regular encumbered.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So
I'm not ready.
I'm good to go. We have tents, right? You didn't sell them.
The only thing I was trying to sell was 1 shovel because I don't think we need 3 shovels.
I just see like me running around with the shovels. Like, no, we need them.
Sell the shovels.
Like, we need the money.
Now, our backpacks are supposed to carry
3 hits.
the mess kit, torch, like before it was carrying torch, like basic stuff that we needed.
Yeah, that all that stuff was in the bag.
And that how much was the weight for that?
15.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
For the backpack, the basic backpack stuff the stuff that was supposed to be
The
in
Little
there.
Ciders packing list
Is
That
hold
thing.
on, I got it.
in
I got
total
It,
weighs 15 pounds. That includes a backpack,
Signal
a
was
small backpack, the mess kit, a torch, a day of rations, a water skin full, a change of clothes, and a signal whistle.
Alright, got it.
So how much is the secondary rations? I mean, sorry, if I have the how much
2
is the
pounds.
Day
ration?
of rations weighs 2 pounds.
Okay, so that's 17 guys.
But that's included in the.
There's one in the
No, because if you buy an extra one.
cider pack that together weighed 15.
Okay, we need to get the donkey more feed.
He only has 1 day's feed.
Oh, 4 slices of cake
How much
in a
is the
container.
donkey's feed?
What was the cakes about?
Would that be?
Do we really still have that?
Probably later in.
I got 4 sizes
I
of
think we got
cake.
cake from the dragon.
in-
From the dragon,
container.
yeah.
If you have cake from a year ago, is that still good?
It's magical cake
No.
by Magical Dragon.
Hockey pucks.
You're gonna give our donkey indigestion. Do you really want to walk around with a donkey
Upset
that
stomach,
has
diarrhea.
indigestion? He'll leave a trail for people to follow us. A stinky trail.
They won't want to follow us.
Maybe not.
We're not gonna kill the donkey by feeding him your old cake.
You're the one who wants to feed them the
I didn't say I was gonna feed him the cake. I said I was gonna eat the cake.
That's worse.
God.
What's PP?
Platinum pieces.
Oh,
Platinum pieces worth 10 gold pieces.
I had the wrong answer.
I could have sworn animal feed was in here somewhere.
You had the wrong answer for PG.
Yeah.
Animal feed.
Okay. So they calculated these.
What was it? Oh, well, I have it listed here from the one day you have. Yeah, so one day of animal feed costs 5 copper pieces and weighs 10 pounds.
And
Jesus.
there's 10 copper pieces in a silver piece, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so 5 copper pieces for 1 day of feed.
So a silver will get you 2 days.
Okay. So
And it's
when
20
we
pounds.
forage, we can find food for the donkey.
I guess he could
Yeah.
eat grass, but I'm
said, yeah,
worried
he
that
said
we
yes
might
earlier.
get into a place that doesn't have grass. Then I don't want to risk the
No
donkey dying.
That'll be one sad episode.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
If we're gonna be gone for 2 weeks,
Oh, there it is.
just having
Finally,
one
feed
day-
per day. Just on that.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should go scavenge first and gain some experience.
I mean, it's 5
Go in the
copper.
forest.
We can get 2 days for 1 silver.
This,
So
this
if
is
every-
not Final Fantasy II. You don't get experience in specific skills like
How
that.
much?
yeah, we can.
How much
Yeah,
does it
we
weigh?
can.
How much does his feed weigh?
10 pounds a day.
His feed weighs 10 pounds.
That is correct.
That's some heavy ass feet.
Heavy feet.
Food is heavy.
Jesus, that donkey eats alive. Holy mother of God.
Well, he's holding everything.
Alright,
Of course, he's gonna be
um,
hungry. Oh! Did you find that thing to holding weapons?
Huh?
So in combat,
Mhm.
if you attack with a light weapon, which a dagger is a light weapon,
Mhm.
you can then use a bonus action to make an attack with your second weapon.
Okay, so say that again.
Really?
When you use an action to make an attack with a light weapon in one hand,
Uh huh.
you can then follow it with a bonus action to make an attack with your second weapon.
Okay.
That second weapon does not get any positive ability modifiers applied to it. So if you had a strength bonus,
Mm-hmm.
it would only apply to the first one. It wouldn't apply to the second one. If you have a strength penalty, it gets applied to both.
That's bogus.
So let's say you have a light weapon. You attack with that. Can you also attack with a ranged weapon, like a sling?
No. Melee only.
No, only okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can we all just buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We can get the donkey 5 more days of feed. That's 50 pounds. Should be able to carry it, and everybody would just lose half a silver.
Agreed.
We should
Agreed.
just.
Agreed.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Okay, yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah.
5 coppers.
you say half a silver?
So I'm gonna put
No.
5
Five
copper plus 1 copper.
How much do we need?
Half a silver, 5 copper.
5.
Oh, 5 copper.
Mm-hmm. Everything's
So-
worth like 10.
And everybody
of
bought
it,
a
so-
day of rations for the donkey.
So the donkey now has 6 days of rations. If whoever has the donkey's stuff.
Millie is tracking the donkey's stuff.
Do you have it?
6 days of feed for the donkey.
Awesome.
We also have 6 days of rations for each of us on the donkey, as well as
No,
1
no.
day of ration.
This is just
It's on
There's
the donkey.
just 6 days of rations.
6
Not
days.
for each of you.
Oh,
It's
so
all-
anybody could take it.
Right.
Okay. For each of us. I cut you.
So basically, we all have 1 day of rations on the donkey.
well, Unless somebody else takes more than
There's
extra.
one for
Right.
each, and then one
And then
extra on the
how
donkey.
many? I have 2 days of rations on me.
I have 3 days of
Yes,
rations,
3.
but-
How many days of rations do you have on you? Because you should probably get at least 2 days.
I think I have one. One.
I would buy one more, at least.
Are we still going where we have half rations because we're kids?
He forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's a good
Advantages
point.
and
Yes.
immunities? No?
I would get at least one more.
Yes.
Where is Pick?
I would get at least
Okay,
one more.
so we have double.
Yeah, so it'll be 4 days.
Minus
So the one where you
Sometimes.
1 day rations.
Pretty heavy.
Kind of still because we're
Kinda
kids.
still-
Yes.
Okay,
A
Wait,
pound of,
what did I say
of
again?
food is 2 days worth
Minus.
for you.
Okay.
2 gold.
how much does
I
it
can
cost,
sell one for one.
Crystal?
How much is a day rations again, guys? I
Half,
forgot.
5 silver pieces.
5
one.
silver.
Because
half
he
a
said
gold.
if we sell
Half a gold.
something,
So
we
you,
only
for 1
get half
gold,
of
you
what
can get
it's
2.
worth.
Oh, gotcha.
So just decrease
Five
your
gold.
gold to 4.
I have a pickaxe.
It's 5 right
I'm
now,
going to
right?
sell it. So
Yeah.
I would get
Decrease
one
that to
gold.
4 and make your silver 6.
Yes.
Okay.
And then give yourself an extra one that's technically 4 days.
And anything that's basically in still usable condition, you sell for half price.
Can I eat these mushrooms? I have 5.
How much gold do you have?
You should try to sell
I'm just
them.
gonna quaff them down.
Millie,
Not that much.
Millie, how much gold do you have?
7.
Oh, it looked like 67 from here.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh
I'm
shit,
just
buy me a
robbing
weapon.
everyone.
I'm
Buy
like,
us everything!
I'm like, oh my god, how did you get 67 gold?
I don't know, but let's just buy a
being
horse
better.
for each of us.
Yeah.
Let's buy a dragon!
Does it-
You have
7.
5 big mushrooms,
5 big mushrooms.
and you just want to eat them.
Can I eat them, or what do they do?
They're edible. If you don't remember what they do, then
Do
you
they
don't
make us get
remember what they
big?
do.
See if you can Google it. See if you can find out what they
It's
do.
his
There's no
game.
Google in
Dang it!
All
Wait,
I
if we
put-
Googled, will we be able to find
I
out?
put 5.
No?
Big
Because you made it up?
This is
Mushroom.
Oh, you mean in real life? No,
Yeah.
no, because I made it up. Yes.
Okay, God.
So A, that's impossible, and B, it's impossible because there's no Google in Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
It could be!
In character,
Is this mine or is
you
that-
cannot look it up.
I have my.
Can I sell the
I think it's
mushrooms?
ours.
Again, you have to make a diplomacy check to see if you can convince anyone to buy them.
What do I need?
Oh, Monica text.
One.
Yeah, she said it's too late to join
No, it's
or
not.
see.
I
Should
sent
I get her
a text.
ass?
Come.
Get her monkey booty over
Hey,
here.
I thought it's just.
I did
go.
not print out.
I got an 18
That's okay.
Ooh!
What?
That's amazing.
What did you roll for?
to see if I can sell these mushrooms. I got 5 big
Oh my
mushrooms.
God.
All right. So you are able to convince someone. You have to get him to taste one first,
Okay.
and he eats it,
Alright.
and he
Time for
says,
some role
"This
playing."
is phenomenal," and I feel like I don't even need to eat dinner anymore. I'm so full. This
Okay,
is-
I don't want to
like,
sell it to
It's
you.
phenomenally filling, and you're able to get 4 silver for selling the other ones.
No, I'm not selling it to him. But I'll.
As soon as he
I'll,
eats it, you change your
I'll
mind.
put it down to 4 though.
No, charge him for the one he ate.
Yeah, that'll be 1 gold coin piece.
Okay, he'll give you 1 silver for that. Okay, you sell 1
I
for 1
said
silver.
gold, he gave me silver. It's okay. It's not that
She was
You're
like, I'm
a fool.
colorblind, it's fine.
You're a fool!
What do you mean, fool?
Okay, so everybody-
It's a lot of food.
so everybody-
Hustle that guy out of that silver.
You should have hustled it more!
I was like, tastes aren't free, bro.
There's no free samples
You
here.
son of a bitch!
Okay, so everybody has at least 2 days rations.
I do
Yeah.
not
Yes.
have 2 days.
How many rations do you have? Get another day?
Oh, Millie.
It's 5 silver.
Okay. 5 silver.
For the
Calm down!
rations. But technically it's 2 days, and we don't have to use them. We don't have to use them as long as we
I got
forage.
these mushrooms.
Go for it.
Go.
Starve. We're not giving
It
you
fills
Sebastian's.
you up for a whole day.
She's gonna eat donkey food.
Yeah.
A whole day.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll keep the mushrooms.
All right. So I think we're ready, no?
No, we're not ready.
No,
I'm gonna buy a weapon.
I just-
But I'm looking at what weapon I want to buy.
Did you tell me to buy a quarter staff, or what was it you were telling me to buy?
Crystal was saying a quarter staff. Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
I have a dagger.
Quarter staves are super good for the price
Mhm.
because not only are they just decent weapons, it's It's
And-
a big, heavy stick.
And also, you're
What's a
going to
sickle?
be a magic person. You might as well
That
get some
really
sort of
curved
staff.
blade that you used to
Well-
cut down wheat or something.
Isn't that
You're
the-
walking around with a giant stick. It's like it's a
Yeah.
I
staff.
guess you could.
Wow,
You always see Egyptians painted with them.
Alright.
Yeah,
For
That
context.
thing.
that's why I meant.
Or communists.
I'm gonna buy a
Yeah,
quarter
hammer and
staff.
sickle.
Alright, Millie's buying a
Uh,
quarter staff.
So I'm gonna. It's
Okay.
2 silver pieces.
So
It's 2 gold, no?
It says silver pieces here.
Silver. Yeah, that's why they're super cheap.
Oh.
It's a stick.
You're right.
How much the dagger was?
Hey, wait, but I already had a stick.
You had a stick.
Okay, fine.
But the dagger
This
was.
is quarter staff. I mean,
Yeah,
the
it's
ground
good
up
stuff.
here.
You
It's a
whack
quarter
it.
stick.
This big around, Millie.
Think the monkey from Lion King.
So a hand axe. It says light.
Ever seen Dragon Ball Z?
It says a
There you go.
hand axe
Does it-
says light.
It
And it
doesn't
says it can
extend.
also
It
be
doesn't
thrown.
extend.
What about hand axes?
It says it's light and
Yes.
can also be thrown.
Yes,
So
daggers can be
the
thrown.
question that I had earlier that I made, but I made it for the ranged weapon. Does that include for throwing that weapon as well? It doesn't count as a ranged weapon, but it can be used as a throwing
I
weapon.
no idea. No.
Like, can I hit someone and throw the axe in their face? Or can I throw the axe in their face and I hit them? You know, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Let me see here. I'm not sure. It would make sense for throwing weapons.
It's under simple melee
Critical.
weapons versus simple ranged weapons. So that's what I'm asking.
Okay, so the donkey had 3 shovels. If I sell 1 shovel, we have 1 gold piece.
Mhm.
Should I use that to buy more rations, or what should I do with that?
Uh,
Because it's on the donkey.
Mm-hmm. So we would get a gold piece.
Was it
And
light?
how much were the rations for? Oh, it was 5?
5 silver, yeah.
Yeah, we just buy 2 days rations and put them on the donkey.
Okay.
If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it.
Instead
Yes.
of.
So the condition is it needs to be a light melee weapon. It doesn't matter
Okay.
what type of attack you use with it.
I'm buying the shit out of the axe.
Okay, just one?
I'm buying. Oh, that's a good question.
You have to have 2 of them to make 2 attacks. That's the whole point.
Oh, with the
2-weapon fighting. This is when you have 1 in each hand.
no, but does it have to be two of the same weapon?
No.
No,
Well, then
you
I don't
can
have to buy
get
2 axe.
you can get an axe and a dagger.
Yeah,
or
right,
something
yeah.
like
I
that.
thought I have to buy 2 of the same weapon. I'm like, I could
Just
do that.
asking if you wanted 2 of them.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna buy the axe.
How much damage does the axe do?
Oh, the axe.
It's a D what?
It's 6.
D6.
Yeah,
Just
D6.
get 2 axes.
It-
How much do they weigh?
Oh wait, what the hell? Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong one. It's 5 gold.
Oh, never mind.
Damn it!
Oh,
They're
it's
expensive.
So expensive.
Axes,
I'm gonna go without that rat. I really want that.
Isn't that quarterstaff again?
Oh, that's no, but I like the quarterstaff.
You don't need
Quarterstaff's
it.
good. Take one.
If
I don't think you need the
Can I use a?
No, I already have the
Oh wait, he
quarterstaff.
probably already asked us.
I have the javelin, the quarterstaff,
Scott.
and the sling,
Um.
and the
I
I want to
can't
wanna
use the dagger at the same time.
piercing what? Well,
I don't believe so, actually. I think, of course,
As what?
it's 2 hands.
Does it say?
So yeah.
It would say.
Pretty sure
I
it's
think
a
just
three-handed
straight,
weapon,
you
yeah.
can swing a staff one arm.
It says versatile.
Come in.
It doesn't say 2 handed.
Where's that? Yeah.
Michael, are you?
That's a DM call.
Is it versatile? I don't remember.
It says versatile.
turn on the light, please.
Hi, Monica.
Why did you turn on the light?
Yeah, so
Oh,
one-handed it does a d6. Versatile means you can then use 2 hands with it to do a
Okay.
d8.
Oh.
So it's more powerful if you
Monica.
use both hands.
Oh, that's good to know. That's very good to know.
Is it stronger?
Hello.
Then I will switch my. But I can still hold on to my dagger, right? Just in case something.
Oh yeah, you
happens
can still
to-
have it. Yeah. You can even carry both of them into battle, and if you decide you want to use 2 hands with the quarterstaff, you just drop the dagger.
Can I just put the dagger in my pocket?
Oh, can I just say, if you ever wanted to put some sort of like slideshows or pictures, put them on TV.
Yeah, I was thinking of that now that we're over here in front of it. Yeah. Might have to do that with the map.
Interactive.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that'd be really
So
cool.
that'd be
What
cool.
I miss.
Everything.
This
you
cool
already
map.
went to the
Store
store.
and that's.
Our parents are here.
We don't know that.
Parents be here.
It just says that they like me.
A dragon gave that to us.
He has cool hats.
He
Yes,
hid it in Scott's missing
A fairy
hat.
dragon.
Very
Ah,
Very
fairy
good. Yeah, that's
dragon.
what it was.
That's super
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah, and now we're trying to figure out how we can leave and not die.
Ah,
So we're getting weapons.
Yeah, we've
and
been preparing
rations.
for the journey the whole time.
Mm-hmm. So everybody's just like
Oh, I'm
trying to like
stupid.
get together, sell
I
stuff.
Yeah,
so
for
they
the
have
last
money.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Seriously, not even a joke, for real.
I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
winning.
It's a
I'm over
1d6.
here.
Okay,
Dreaming
but you
about
guys
finding my
had
father.
this for a while, right? Now
I cannot, for the life of me, find my file that had these character sheets on. And I'm really disappointed because I was gonna print another one for Monica, but you have it.
That's awesome,
Perfect.
Monica.
Wait. Is it still clean?
yeah, I didn't do anything.
Monica
I
comes
can-
prepared.
I can scan
No, I'll find it. But that
it. Oh.
we don't need to. She already has it.
Okay.
That's
But
right.
if
I
I
thought
use-
I'd made an
if I
extra one. I'm
use
like,
two
I thought I
hands, it's
made
a
one
1d8
already because you were
correct.
going to play.
So I was like,
So where should I write that?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
like, I'll do
I'm
it.
surprised you have it.
I'll do it never.
Okay, I've made a decision on what I'm gonna buy. I'm buying a dagger,
That's awesome.
2 gold pieces, and a sickle. 1 gold piece.
A popsicle.
And a
The
popsicle.
sickle's the one
Let's say it again.
The sickle's the one that does this, or am I thinking of the
Sickle
other one?
that does a sling, I think is what
No,
you're
no,
thinking.
no,
What's
no,
this?
no,
I have
no,
this
it's
does
like
this.
it spins. It's like you spin it.
No,
Is that a
isn't
chain
it?
one?
I'm
No.
thinking of something
No.
else. What's a
It's
No,
sickle?
you're thinking of something else.
Where you?
The sickle is
That
the
has the
curved
little
one
ball.
on
Yeah,
the
the curved
communist
one.
flag
Yeah.
that you used to cut down wheat. You
Oh.
harvest
It's not
crops.
basically a
Never
scythe.
It's like
No,
a hand
A
size.
s- yeah, it's a hand scythe.
I
Scythe,
said basically a scythe.
scythe is bigger. Sickle you hold in one hand, and it's got
Yeah.
a curved blade. Scythe is a big blade on the end of a long stick.
But the idea is there.
Yes.
That's what I
They're
mean.
both used to harvest.
In the sense that you use a scythe and a sickle and a sword do the same things, yeah.
Okay.
Can you use it?
I'll buy a sickle and call it a scythe.
Can you use that as a boomerang? Is that a thing?
Why would you use it as a boomerang?
I don't think it'll come back.
No, it's
No.
not gonna come back. No, that's not how that works.
The problem with boomerangs is they don't actually come back if they hit anything.
No.
It's only if you miss.
Can I sell my
I don't,
Okay,
because it's just like any other throwing weapon.
how many
let's
weapons
hear
can I
that.
actually carry?
What?
What's your weight?
No, in this, like, doesn't matter how many species I have in this. Can,
Oh no, that's just like for your quick reference. I would
Mhm.
any weapons you have on the attack page, put in your equipment,
Yes.
right, to track like weight and stuff. That's just where you have the calculations already done, so you can just reference it and say, okay, roll this and add that.
yeah. Okay.
So,
That's what that page is for.
so who was Monica's character?
No, we talked about.
We
my-
talked about it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So this is interesting. I know you guys are getting ready to go, right?
I should
So-
have worn a wig.
We can
What?
I,
Wait, what?
we can either actually start the journey, or you can all join in and talk about Monica's character, and we can start filling out her character sheet.
What? Let's join in, guys.
Are you guys? No, still
that,
has
we
to
can do
sell a few things
Yeah.
before we get started on that.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just
We'll-
writing
we'll-
down how
we'll
much
finish
everything
this up.
weighs.
Gotcha.
Let's put the
But
cover on
otherwise,
my
I'm
desk.
done.
You're
I'm
good to
good,
go?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, can I just say real quick? Because I did add the weight for the rations, and everything else is 15. But I do also have like a bunch of mushrooms and like, a bunch of little stuff. Does that weigh anything?
No.
Okay, good.
Most of those, like, if you think it would fit in the category of trinket or knickknack, the weight is negligible unless otherwise specified.
Dagger is 1 Libra.
Yeah, a mushroom doesn't weigh anything. 5 mushrooms, no. A basket full, yes.
I didn't
I mean,
this. Yep, that's this. So I just used that.
Presumably, yeah.
Oh, I just
The
got
what?
2
I
days.
Well,
wrote,
actually-
I wrote this at first.
Are they called?
Then that's
teeny
probably the
tiny?
knife that you
No,
referenced
but
earlier.
close.
It's a great name. It's a
So
great,
it's not
great,
this.
So it's not a dagger.
She
it's a knife.
thought about it so
Okay,
deeply.
well I just bought it.
So-
Wait, no,
It
I
came
didn't
to someone.
buy it.
This is my dagger.
You should have named them Evan and Costello.
So what is one?
Oh no! You should name it Mr. Peanut Butter and Mrs.
No,
Jelly.
I think it's-
Oh my
Oh, that's
god.
a
maybe that's your 4, yeah.
Should name it Jam and Jelly.
So it's basically a dagger, or no?
Here's the trouble with the limited dice available, right? Is that when you make a weapon that does the smallest die of damage, you then can't make anything that does less, right? So any improvised weapon typically does a d4 of damage. It's like, well, then a dagger also does a d4 of damage. Right? So it's the same thing.
Okay. I will buy a dagger as well then.
But if you want something that will reliably actually hurt people, get a dagger.
Yes. So I'll put this down to 5. I bought a dagger.
We all got daggers except Chino and
It's like daggers
Scott.
used to
I got a
stare
great
at you, right?
club.
You what?
A great club.
Daggers,
He
like,
bought a great,
they
great
used to
club.
stare at you?
Say it again.
Like when the modifier for the dagger.
What about it?
Does it have a modifier at all?
Is that your
Like it
hand?
makes it stronger? Or is it just strength?
Popping?
It's a melee
Yes.
weapon, so it would use
Cracking it.
The stirred,
strength.
Cracking.
No?
By default,
Okay,
strength.
so I need to add the 1 count, right?
I believe a dagger is a finesse weapon, and a finesse weapon means you may use your dexterity instead.
Yes. Okay, that's what it is.
Okay,
So I got
yeah, the
plus
great club
2
makes
mod.
sense for you.
Yes.
Right. So that modifier will only apply to the
The
first
first
one,
one.
not the second one.
That's okay.
Okay, let's see.
Because that second one is just a real quick extra hit in there. You're not putting the same amount of concentration
So,
and effort
so that
behind
means I'm always gonna hit at least 3. Unless I have some sort of disadvantage.
it. What do you
Like,
mean
cause
hit
I
at least three?
roll 1d4,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna have at least 3. Because I have a plus 2.
Yes, yeah, it would deal at least 3 damage
Yes.
if you hit.
Right, like worst
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, close is good.
I'm good.
I'm writing down the weapons.
Okay, so
I'm just writing down lit.
while they're doing that, we start on Miss Monica. Monica, what is your character's name?
Potpourri.
Potpourri.
Poopery.
Potpourri.
What,
I love
how
it.
old are you?
Can't say yet.
However old you want to be, Monica.
You're all
We're a bunch of
children.
kids, basically.
I'm
Do
technically.
you want to be a babysitter?
No.
Technically.
Monica, tell us a little bit about your character before we get into the fine details like age.
Well, first of all, I'm not human.
He's the dragon.
Oh my god.
Ew. No.
She shows him one.
No, I'm a pixie.
She's the dragon.
That was a dragon. What are you talking about?
Pixie
It was
dragon.
a pixie dragon.
No, I have no relations to the pixie dragon.
Guys, what if Monica is the pixie dragon?
Oh my god, she's totally the pixie
But she
dragon.
just said she wanted.
So she's like,
Fairy
What?
dragon,
She's lying to us.
oh,
not pixie dragon.
It is not.
Okay, Pixie. Are you small? Like me?
No, she's smaller than you.
She's tiny.
You're smaller than me?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be smaller than me?
The irony.
Oh my god! That's so good.
The irony, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew the day would come.
Mhm.
And that's it.
And that's it.
That was too
Well, hey, we got a name.
Yay.
Potpourri?
Potpourri.
paparazzi.
Okay, so okay.
Don't kill it.
So, what's like? Do you
Where's
look
the
like the
Look
like Legend of Zelda pixies? Like where it's just a illuminating light?
I think it's on the next page.
I have a picture. I should have brought her with me. Damn it.
Oh, you're talking about like Navi? This ball of light with wings? No, she's got an actual
Silver.
body.
Two notes.
I can be
Except one day of reference
anything.
for us students.
Like figure wise or like
Basically,
She's an amoeba.
no.
Oh,
An adult pixies stand between 8 inches and 16 inches tall, weigh only a few pounds. So, it fits in that range and has 2 arms and 2 legs, face, and wings.
Does it have to have wings?
Yes,
That's fly on my
nice.
pixie.
It is true.
Can my ears be my wings?
Keep it up, I'm gonna grab some salt
Can
and
your
drop it
ears
on
be
the floor.
your wings?
Yes.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yay. Okay.
Maybe this is why you are outcast from Pixie Society.
Yay.
look-
This is my
Whoa.
body. This is me.
What?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
perfect.
So
Okay.
That's me. That's me.
She's a freaking Pokemon!
not a
We got-
Pokemon.
We got a Pokemon on the team!
It's not
Pokemon
a
are real.
Pokemon.
Alright, we have a Digimon on the team!
That's even better!
Worse.
No, that's
No,
better.
It's not a Digimon. It's a fairy.
I
Do
want a
you?
Digimon.
Are you gonna Digivolve?
No.
Oh.
Please Digimon.
Oh man, I
Please
love
Digivolve.
this. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
Damn it.
Okay,
I had to
so
put
I'm
it
torn
on.
here because Pokemon now does have the actual fairy type. But Digimon Patamon flies with his ears.
Oh my god, fly with your ears. Fly with your freaking ears.
Please do it.
Terriermon could glide with his ears. He couldn't fly with them.
Dumbo flew with his ears.
There we go. Thank you.
How we get there?
Dumbo is an elephant.
I
How
connected
much do
ears
the
to animals.
mushrooms
Tiny
weigh?
elephant.
Hey, okay.
What's up?
So when it comes to bonuses, should I count the dagger with dexterity?
Yes. If that's your better score, then yes.
Okay.
It's a finesse weapon. You have the option of using one or the other.
Oh, okay. You know that now.
Hey, dude.
Fun. I bought
All right.
I bought
those
an extra
piercing.
days of rations.
Yes. Right.
All right. So, Monica.
Yeah, you start.
Yes.
Yes, but now I'm at
Potpourri.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Oh, but I can
You
put some
need
stuff
to make
on the dump.
a note about your ability scores.
Somewhere in this package.
Yep. So the packet, page with all the banners. Right there.
Yay.
Your
Also, where's my pencil? Oh.
charisma increases by 2.
There's another
So
pencil
put a
here.
+2 under charisma. No, I'm sorry. Dexterity is +2. Charisma is +1.
Can it be both? No.
No.
You can wish it for 2 yourself, but it's taking
If you
it.
had enough charisma, you could.
Then. We haven't this is all just references, isn't it?
What'd you get?
Does anybody want to put anything on the dump?
Really
Who has the basic rules?
I already have
So then you need to
Not yet.
decide
Okay.
how
Yeah, I
to
think I'm
distribute
good.
your numbers across those
a double
abilities.
attack, so that's why I bought new stuff. I didn't have anything on the double. I like the actually put it in.
Okay,
I-
so
It works better for your type of character, I think.
Yeah,
If you're gonna be you're a ranger.
list.
yeah. I mean, I have ranged weapons too, so
You
I'm
have
trying to
tools
combine
to
it.
skin
Trying
an
to-
animal.
Okay.
combo, got a
Somewhere
cool
like on the side of the
javelin with
page,
poison spider fang.
Oh, yeah.
write down these numbers.
Like if we cut a rat,
I got that
could we
circle,
eat it?
so that one,
I mean, we have,
15.
with that
we
one I
have
can attack with
knives.
another
We have
14.
daggers.
which would be the dagger.
13,
They're
Okay.
nasty.
12, 10, 8.
Okay.
You need to assign those to each of your abilities, and those will become your ability scores. They will then be modified by those 2 bonuses I said earlier. So if you want the most dexterity, you put 15 in it, and then it gets +2 and becomes 17. That means you are very dexterous, so you're going to be very hard to hit, and with any light or versatile or ranged weapons, you can hit better and deal more damage. Right, so dexterity is pretty good. It's just-
Who else has high dexterity?
I do.
Do you have 14?
I have 14 dexterity.
I have 14. Who else has high dexterity?
So strength is your natural athleticism and
I have 12. That's it.
body power, how much you can lift and carry. Although as a pixie, you're going to have a natural penalty to your literal carry weight because you're tiny.
You can carry a
It needs to be stated.
feather.
Mention dexterity, constitution. I would avoid putting super low ones into constitution because that's going to determine the number of hit points you have. Intelligence is your intelligence. That information recall can affect some magic, like the wizards. Your spell casting will be from charisma, I believe. Where did I put it?
Done. Don't judge her.
Monica, you know I'm going.
Yeah, charisma is your spell casting abilities.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No.
Not have to be a
I
good one
want to
as
see
well.
what the scores are.
No. No. I want to be full of disappointment.
All right. You can decide on an age. Pixies mature at a rate similar to humans, but stop aging shortly thereafter to live a life of permanent youth.
Those bastards.
Yep.
Don't be jelly.
As for alignment, these tiny tricksters are naturally chaotic, and their love of life and nature precludes them to abhor evil. So you can be chaotic good, chaotic neutral, or you can go towards neutral, neutral, or neutral good if you want to shy away from the chaotic. And that's just a description of your nature.
We were all we were all good, right?
Mhm.
Yes, you were all required to be good.
Arguably.
She is required to be not evil.
Not for long.
I mean, is Valen good?
She's good at heart.
I am good at heart.
I mean, is Han Solo good?
I don't think so.
He's dead.
Don't
Whoa.
Spoiler alert.
It doesn't matter what he wants.
It doesn't matter what he is anymore.
Wow. Wow, okay. As I said earlier, size is tiny, which I think might be somewhere on the back. Is there stuff for size? No, on the sheet here. Age, class, level. No. No, okay. Well, if that comes up, you are tiny,
Okay.
which has its own advantages and disadvantages. Speed. That's on there. That'd be on there somewhere.
In the beginning. Oh, you're gonna be one after this.
Walking speed, yes, top of page 5.
Okay.
So your walking speed is 10 feet,
Yeah.
but you have a fly speed of 30 feet. However, and note this, if you want, hear what I have to say about it, and then you can decide how you want to condense that on your own notes. The air is considered difficult terrain if you are further than 5 feet from solid ground.
Get blown away.
And if you remain in flight for more than a minute without touching the ground, you must make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or take a level of exhaustion.
Oh man. So you don't fly as much as you hop.
So
I fly at ground level.
yeah, so
You're a flying bunny.
you can fly just fine at ground level, making short stops, run and then jump and fly again.
Wait,
So you flutter about.
Can I hop on people's head and have that as a
Oh, yeah,
takeoff?
yeah, totally.
Okay, you
Yes.
guys are
Yeah.
you're on my feet.
Basically, you cannot just take off into the sky for long distances.
Oh, we also have a donkey.
Don't use
So-
me as a scout, please.
To
You, you can't. That's what I'm saying.
We'll use you as a lot.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
You
thing.
can't be made into a scout that way. You will quickly become exhausted.
I want
No, we can throw her. We can throw her up on
That
the
is
tree.
true. We can throw
We
her,
can throw her.
but she could take damage.
Slay shot.
You have to catch her first.
chaotic.
You can glide, right?
Give me chaotic
She
good
can,
then.
we can throw her.
assholes.
We can throw her and she can glide.
Wow.
We have a
Wow.
sling. I can use the sling and throw her.
No.
It's all very. Even he says no.
If you value your life, no. She can kill you
I can kill her too.
quite easily.
I will now.
Why? How?
Can I kill him for like 5 seconds and bring him back?
No, you don't have that power.
Damn.
I have to dunk and walk all over you.
Because she's probably more powerful than you. That's why.
Why is she more powerful?
She doesn't have the children penalties.
Ah.
She's going to be a full-fledged level 1
as children,
character.
we get advantages.
Wait, we're level 0.
Advantage of
Yeah.
I can squish into small space, so she's also small.
She's even smaller.
Michael.
But,
In the beginning of the game,
I have more
you
stuff.
asked us if we wanted anything, and he picked an owl, and I picked a pouch. So I just put the pouch in the my stuff section.
Yeah?
What was the pouch there?
I just had a pouch. That was it. But I didn't know it took up weight. So now that I see that it
Was
does,
it dug in
I've
the
added
floor?
it to my inventory.
Okay.
Because he.
So that's
we're
why
talking.
that is there. Just
Yeah,
so everyone knows.
like,
I
especially
asked
if
for a pouch from the floor.
Leather is heavy.
I just have like a pouch on the
A
side.
leather pouch?
They've got heft to them, yeah. So,
Okay.
but in 5th edition,
They hide to people.
they try to stay away from like half and quarter and fractional weights, so everything is either negligible or a pound. Yeah, so Monica's character is gonna start out as more powerful, but since she's not necessarily gonna be here as frequently,
Right.
right? So her pixie nature, she might come and help you guys, but she won't be able to stick around full time. You're like, where'd she go? Oh, she's fluttering off. doing her own thing.
Can we summon
Right.
her?
Part-time job.
It's a part-time job.
Can we summon her?
No.
Monica has to actually be here.
I know.
So
But
We
whenever
can
she
call
comes,
her
we like summon
and
her.
summon her like Monica.
Whenever she's here, we
I'll
just
hang
summon
up.
her.
I'll hang up or not pick up. She just shows up like Gandalf in the Hobbit.
basically,
Okay.
that's a good
basically it.
He's never
good analogy.
He's like, alright guys, it's this way. Go there. I'll meet you later. Be back.
Yeah.
And like
A pixie
5
is
days.
never late.
I want to get some cigarettes.
I want to get
away.
some cigarettes.
yeah.
You took so many drugs.
I was like, oh guys, you just defeated those werewolves. What's going on?
All right.
Awesome. Give me your XP points.
So, Monica, under, I guess, advantages and immunities on page 5 there, you can put Fey Ancestry. You have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Awesome.
Yes.
No magical sleep for you. So those stupid poppies in The Wizard of Oz, yeah,
Maybe
blow
she
right
has
past them.
really bad insomnia and nothing can save it.
You always do that, girl. Like.
All right, you have some fairy magic. You know the druid craft and dancing light cantrips naturally.
Wait, druid?
Druid craft.
The
Yeah.
hell?
It's a cantrip that like makes small plants grow, kind of like those small natural
Wait,
effects.
wouldn't that make it easier for us to harvest?
If I feel like it.
It's a very small scale. Like,
You grow a flower.
yeah, it grows a flower.
One flower.
Grow a tree.
Right.
Do it now. Let's buy the whip. Make her do it.
That is something I've never seen fully addressed in Dungeons and Dragons. Is like with all this spell casting around, why is nobody out there just like growing crops? Just, like magic the crops.
Yeah.
We have more food. Done. Problem solved.
Solve the famine issue.
Yeah. But this is a fairly low magic setting in here, so
Oh, right.
finding such a person that would have that ability in the first place. Yeah,
It would be a god amongst men.
pretty much. Right, and they usually have better things to do with their time. I mentioned the flight speed. You lose your flight speed if you're wearing medium or heavy armor.
She's a pixie. What was she in the armor for?
She's a battle pixie.
What if she
Right.
meets up with
I mean-
another bad pixie?
You have options.
It's
Just
gonna be a showdown.
It's gonna be a cute showdown.
You gotta get that bitch.
But then you like zoom in close and it's like an epic
under
battle.
languages, you can speak, read, and write Common and Sylvan. Sylvan.
Right? Just a bit retarded.
Man, those are stupid.
Trying to figure out how to not be encumbered.
Like silver?
Are you encumbered?
So
Like
it's
the
the
tree?
it's
Put
the
some on the
Fey
document.
language. Yeah.
But I don't know what to put on the
So
document. I won't get
Elven
stolen.
Elven language
What are your
uses the
weapons?
Sylvan
Pero para
script.
este juego va a ser.
I have.
Probably don't
What?
get all those
Can I just speak
weapons.
Spanish when you get
I
taught?
have 3. That's
Okay,
it.
language.
Yeah, because like silver, okay.
¿Quieres quesadilla?
That or
Oh, ¿tienes quesadilla? No, pues sí, son unas... Sí, una.
There's one.
what?
Ya,
Are they
los tomates y todo eso.
they all gone?
There's
Uh,
one.
¿Qué una de estos?
she found out they all speak silver.
Yeah.
We know the language.
Pues
Okay,
lo voy a
try it
poner
first.
todo lo que lo...
It's cold.
I don't know the language. I heard
I
quesadilla.
want
Okay.
I
No,
want
it's
it.
like, oh, yeah.
She has another one. Do you want this stuff?
No. ¿Y qué es eso?
Did you want this, Michael?
Pues también de...
I thought she wanted.
de
Uh,
Chihuahua.
no,
¿no?
right now.
Okay.
I'm okay, it's all cold.
Mhm.
Monica,
We'll
you
take
can
some of
also
that-
speak with small beasts. So you can communicate simple ideas with
What Amadi wanted
any
to do.
small or smaller creatures.
Small bees.
They have to literally be small. Yeah.
You can speak to ants
Oh,
and little spiders.
They're not bees.
what?
I'll make them
You
all.
could be Ant-Man.
Why? You could be Dragon Man. Dragon.
Pseudo dragon, maybe. They have
You can become a dragon.
they have to be small.
I have shrinking mushrooms.
You can shrink the
Get
dragon.
even smaller.
Can we feed that to a dragon?
What?
Can I feed
The shrinking
a
mushroom.
shrinking mushroom to a dragon?
You can try.
Ooh, you gotta roll.
Your
real
arms
good on
out.
that one,
How are
Amadi.
you gonna convince them to eat it?
Carnivore.
When he tries to kill us,
We could shoot
we
it.
just throw it down
We
his
could shoot. We could wrap it around an arrow and
There
then
you go.
shoot it at its mouth.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Go for it. Give that a shot.
2 days later, we're all
If I
back.
can remember.
Yeah.
And there's up with that, guys.
All right.
Oh, no, it's not.
He really does hate everybody.
How'd we come across her?
Because I don't know what to put on the
Well, that's what we've got to kind of figure out.
With our imagination.
Figure out what?
How we meet?
So, Monica, you and I will have to talk over email about how you want to meet up with them.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Puma? What was the name?
Potpourri.
Potpourri.
Or should we just make something happen?
No.
I believe I sent you. Did you get my last email?
Yes, I have
Okay,
it
so
by
you-
or read.
So you saw all the
Yes.
stats and stuff. Okay.
Kinda.
So there's a bunch of features in there just on the nature of being tiny. One of
I
them
need to
being
read that book.
you
Nice.
can't wield like lances or heavy weapons. You can use regular weapons, but with disadvantage, or you could have specifically undersized weapons crafted for you, which you would have freely available.
How big is she? Like this big? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe
I do have a
between-
stuffed animal exactly like my pop thingy
Popo.
or scale.
Or
So
just
it's like,
bring it.
yeah, I'm just gonna bring it.
between 8 and 16 inches. Yeah.
Well, someone's complaining. This is me.
Um, So yeah, basically you have miniaturized weapons and armor. You make all your strength checks at disadvantage.
And skin it. And wear its suit.
So if you ever try to lift something,
Leave it alive.
Wait, how big is she? 10 to 16 inches?
so between 8 and 16 inches is the typical pixie size.
Okay.
Yeah,
8 and 16 inches is a foot and 4 inches.
yeah.
Max. I am 1'6".
You're what?
I'm 1'6".
What? Really?
Yeah.
Ew,
So
that's
you guys
oh,
don't remember
wow.
how tiny she was?
She is as.
We made those so many.
Well, and it's,
Then why is she so
I
heavy?
just make myself because I'm a dwarf. Dwarves are tend to be heavy.
Very heavy.
It's their hard head.
and short. Yeah,
And
dwarves
short.
are.
I'm also 6 years old. That's why.
And very hard headed.
Oh, baby.
Baby crystal dwarfs.
So really, we're almost the same.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit like we're walking, and you're like
Yeah,
this to me.
dwarves stand between 4 and
Pretty
5 feet tall as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm 6 years old, so I would be about that size. Right?
Yeah,
I'm probably
so she's not much smaller than you.
So when you say small, like she's really above my size. Is what I'm saying.
But also just
She's smaller than
more
me.
petite
Yeah, more petite. Yeah.
as well. Okay, so your background is also pixie. Everything is pixie. So I made a pixie race, character race, pixie background, and a pixie class. So you gain proficiency in the insight and nature skills. So under proficiencies, you can put insight and nature. And then on the ability banners, they also have each of the skills listed there. If you're proficient in it, you fill in the bubble. Right, just like a Scantron sheet. And I believe those are under wisdom. Insight. Oh, insight is wisdom, nature is intelligence. There we go.
components.
That's where you put like your stuff for things. Or maybe.
And across the top of that page, your proficiency bonus is +2.
KK.
Okay, so and then language, Sylvan. You have a musical instrument of your choice.
Guys, we should form a band.
There we go.
This is injustice.
And then a winter or summer fashionable outfit.
So
Okay.
get a violin.
No. No.
A harp.
I already have a fiddle.
Maybe.
I have a fiddle already.
Fiddle?
No, I already have
Some example instruments
A
include
guitar that turns into a wand.
it.
okay,
Yeah.
like straight out of Very Odd Parents.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Oh, how many times have they not used their wands as guitars? Especially
Seriously,
violins.
right?
Bagpipes, drum, dulcimer,
Bagpipes.
flute, lute, lyre, horn, pan flute, shawm. I have no idea what that is. Viol. Yeah. There's some medieval example. Wow.
I apologize in advance.
Are you gonna break it?
Very aggressive.
What do we do
Ow.
to you?
All right. Yeah, so you can feel free to look it up. Another feature, I guess, so under advantages and immunities, put fairy courtier. And what this means is because you grew up with the Fae, you're used to their bizarre customs and strange manners and frequent shifts in logic. When interacting with them, you can keep up with them as easily as you can with material plane societies.
Is she temperamental? Because she can only hold one feeling at a time? That's how it works! See, prove me right.
Alright.
We're squishing Gore.
Sorry.
That's what you get.
He's like right smack in the middle.
He's about the right size, though. Right?
¿Quién te pegó?
Oh, shot.
Shot here. I want to buy some shot.
All right.
Only choose
we-
if we get separated.
Mary, what's your?
We need to convert your scores into
cheating.
modifiers
Yeah,
as well before we can do any other math. So on your ability scores,
It's like one copper dude.
Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
right?
What color truck?
What is your lowest score?
What?
Is that
8.
8? Okay. That then has a modifier of -1.
I don't even know what
I'm not going to be helpful to you.
What is
All
that,
right.
charisma?
back then.
I saw it all.
All right. A 10 or 11 is a +0. A 12 or 13 is +1.
Okay.
A 14 or 15 is +2. And a 16 or 17 is +3.
Including my.
Right. So take the score that you assigned,
Yes.
then you add the racial bonus to it, and that is your score.
Including the ones from before.
What do you mean the ones from before?
Because I'm a fairy, I have a +2 and +1 in dexterity. And
Right. Yeah, include those. Yeah, add those to the score you assigned.
what was the 17 and 15? I mean 16 and 15 one?
16 and 17 is +3. Yeah, so if you put your 15 on dexterity,
Yes.
yep, and then that gets +2, that's 17. You have a +3 modifier. Okay, so that'll let you do all the math. Right, so basically anything that calculates, that uses, say, your dexterity, will use the dexterity modifier. So all those skills listed underneath those, on that line, you can write your modifier, your dexterity modifier. If you are proficient with that skill, then you also add your proficiency bonus, that +2.
So naturally it's white,
Okay.
So while we're on skills,
presumably.
you have you have insight and nature already.
Yeah.
You can then choose 2 more from Arcana, Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature, Perception, stealth, and survival.
I'm gonna
So
buy
you can
a
pick
piece
two of those.
chalk for one copper piece.
Okay.
Piece of chalk.
Yes.
Full time.
I'm gonna draw on the walls. And then
Watch out, Sacred Springs.
it's gonna be a graffiti.
Piece of chalk can be so useful, especially like when you're actually exploring a cave or a dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
For that very reason of marking on the wall where you've been. You know,
Mm-hmm.
draw an arrow, exit that way.
I was like, shoo.
That's an actual
Wait,
thing.
wait, what
Yeah.
are you guys getting? Chalk.
She's getting
Chalk
chalk.
is one copper piece for one piece.
Also makes a great antacid.
No.
Yeah.
It's what?
Antacid is basically Tums.
I still don't know what that is.
when your stomach is upset.
Oh, Tums.
In real
Like this, that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
You could eat it?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you could eat chalk. Yeah.
I'm sorry for never thinking you could eat shock. I mean,
and they told me.
That's
it
why-
never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
You don't have to apologize.
It's a base.
Fuck you.
It's a very basic substance, as in acid versus base. It's base, so it counteracts the acid in your stomach.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Chemistry.
Fine. What's up?
All right, you pick your skills?
Yeah.
All right, so you fill in the bubble, you're proficient, and you get the extra +2 on those.
Yeah.
So hit points, because your first level, you have 8 plus your con modifier. Which is on the outside, or is that under? I think that's under con, right? Lower on the banner, there's HP. Yeah, so your maximum hit points is 8 plus your con. I recommend whatever that number is, writing it twice, so number/number. So you're current out of maximum. You're currently at maximum. So that way you always have your max noted there, and you can change the current when you take damage.
Okay.
All right, your hit dice is a 1d8.
Oh, I should probably bring my dice.
We have plenty.
We have some here.
Just a lot.
Also, saving throws across there. You are proficient in.
Does it?
What?
Do you have
Where'd
a
they go?
weapon? You don't need a weapon for your character?
Oh yeah, we'll get there. Wisdom and charisma.
It is
So you can fill in the saving throw bubble under wisdom and charisma.
100% chance. And this is a primary function.
So that works the same as skills. You'll take the modifier and apply the proficiency if you're proficient.
But it's 100% chance.
All right, equipment. You start with the following equipment. You have a spring or fall fashionable outfit with a belt pouch. So note that now you've gotten 2 seasons. So you can have one and a change of clothes. We're currently in winter right now, so
Yay.
want one to be a winter outfit. Yeah. 4 darts or a sling and 5 bullets. Your choice.
Darts.
Nice. And a glass vial filled with morning dew and a day's rations of dried berries. All right.
So how big are you actually gonna be?
When I bring myself down, that will be my size.
There you go.
Smells delicious. Let's see.
3 more features
That's it.
under the features on page 5. Unarmored defense. So just note down these are features you have. I'll describe them in a minute. Unarmored defense.
Features in page 5.
I think it wasn't on page 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Advantages and communities. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't just use the word features, because that's how everything is worded here. But you can put it basically wherever. Unarmored defense, spell casting, and pixie dust. Those are the 3 features. So unarmored defense means that while you are wearing no armor and not wielding a shield, your armor class, AC, equals 10 plus your dex modifier plus your charisma modifier. So you can just write AC equals 10 plus dex plus cha. CHA, short for charisma. And then on the back page in that shield, that's where you can put that number. So it's probably fairly good. I know everybody else is bored, but we've got another player possibly for next time, so
Right.
it's worth the investment, right?
Kinda.
Kinda.
So spellcasting is spells that's going to use charisma. We can talk more about spells because you'll have to pick out which ones you actually know.
Yeah.
But you use charisma, and your pixie dust is your spellcasting focus. So, however you want to spray or sprinkle pixie dust when you cast spells, that's up to you. The pixie dust class feature means that your wings, or in your case, ears, cast off a shower of sparkling dust, reminiscent of the tail of a shooting star. You make dexterity stealth checks at disadvantage while flying. But you have advantage on charisma persuasion checks against creatures you sprinkle with the dust.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright. And that is it for first level abilities, right? Everything else is comes under personality stuff, right? That's like this other page here.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
So you can work on that and think of
That's one different game.
how you want your character to be and act. And then we'll have to decide how you meet up with the party. You know, what's the situation? What's your history? And why you decide to help them out.
Quick question.
Help them.
Help
Mostly
them. What's this help? them?
Mostly help them.
Aw, help.
In fairness to the French fries.
She's a mischievous pixie, so
Sorry, buddy.
it's probably not going to be the
And then Germany took it.
the best help ever, but it's something.
Quick question.
Yeah.
You said it was winter. Are we dressed
It's winter?
to the
It's no,
appropriate?
we're waiting.
I presume yes, you have winter clothes,
Okay.
you
I ain't
appropriate
going.
outfit. Yes.
I ain't going if it's winter.
Yes, no suit.
No. We're gonna have to wait.
If we get desperate, we'll just carve out Sebastian, crawl inside him.
So
Then who's gonna carry all this?
Star Wars.
this
style.
is you're in the Forest of Four Seasons. You are in the spring section of the forest. So even though it is technically winter, it is not a heavy, harsh winter. Right? Your seasons are all tilted towards being more spring-like
Okay.
in this area.
But foraging for food is gonna be harder in the winter.
It can be, yeah.
Driftwood?
Driftwood? What?
What?
Driftwood shows up on a beach.
Yeah.
You are nowhere near a coast.
I don't know what she said about I heard driftwood. So I was like, what?
No,
Nobody said driftwood.
How long till summer?
6 months.
We should wait.
We should wait.
We should wait. They've been gone long enough anyway.
They're dead.
There's
Pretty much. We'll find their bones in the summer.
You know what?
And they're both
I give up on them.
them.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Wow.
That was
just
quick.
like they
No,
gave
that was quick. Okay.
We need,
Game over.
we need closure.
Let's go do other stuff.
I need closure in the summer.
In the summertime when the weather is fine.
Okay.
Okay. So what over did it build then?
I mean, no.
Let's set up on the
So, Should we try for the first one?
No.
Yeah.
Try a hex?
Are we?
Or do we want to wrap it up here?
Do we?
I would like to continue.
Well,
And,
we need to.
You know,
We
look
could do
look at the
another
time.
Oh, what? Yeah. What time is it?
half
I
an
don't
hour.
want
You
to
can go another half hour. It's fine.
Half an hour, just a little bit.
a little bit.
It is 7.
That's good.
Come on.
That's good enough.
Okay,
I got here
so
before 7.
We'll cut it at.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so we'll go to like travel 1 hex.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
practice the idea,
Guys.
right?
Whoa! Wait, are we meeting?
No.
I will.
No. Okay.
Sebastian.
So we'll hear probably next time then.
Yeah.
Oh, are we
Yeah.
stealing Sebastian? I think we're stealing Sebastian.
He's
Sebastian.
your
Sebastian.
Sebastian's
donkey.
He doesn't
the little
belong.
Ciders donkey.
I know, but
Oh.
it still doesn't. We didn't buy the.
Oh.
We are the Ciders.
He's his
Valen.
donkey.
It's like a
Valen, your
school
voice
club,
changed. Valen,
you know?
you're
Yeah.
very mature.
The guy's probably
Oh, we're
dead.
gonna steal him? Like, what?
All right. I was like, so I come in. You guys are waiting just by the exterior,
Oh.
so like
Just get up.
where no one can see
Where-
you guys.
where-
And I'm just pulling Sebastian, trying to like
boy.
hurry up, huh?
But I thought we were going to ask about like what's in
Oh,
the
yeah.
area so we don't get lost.
What was his
Weren't we
name
gonna go to
again?
the
Sorry?
church?
Oh,
What was it?
Daclus.
Daclus.
Okay.
Let's call it Daclus.
Who's
Do you
that?
know?
guy?
He's
Who
the fuck is that?
priest at
The priest at the.
Yeah, the church.
Yeah.
I didn't write
so,
this down.
We should just see if they have maps or something before we ask.
I-
We don't want them
We
to
got-
know what
We
we're
have a map.
Well, a better map.
Wait, what about Alfredo?
Bogus.
Isn't he dead?
Alfredo?
No, Alfredo's not dead.
Oh.
Who's Alfredo?
Wait, what? Alfredo's a scout captain.
Yeah, we should ask him.
Yeah.
Good call.
Alright. Chicken Alfredo?
Yeah.
Wasn't his full name
We
Chicken Alfredo?
whichever's closer,
Chicken
we should check.
Alfredo.
We should check the church and then we should.
Wait, what was the name of the pastor? What was the name of the pastor?
Pastor.
What?
Daclus. Daclus.
Daclus, yeah.
Just one I had him listed in here. I wonder if I'm missing stuff in my notes.
And yay.
Oh, good.
Let's see what's handwritten today.
And it. Don't do that. Okay, scare me.
What? Okay, can't find his page in here. I thought I had him.
Okay.
Anyways, well, for the sake of adventure, I'm just going to abstract your interactions with anybody there. Anyway, so what do you want to find out?
Alfredo, Alfredo.
There's a map.
What Miri said.
A map?
Maps. We're looking for maps.
I'm looking for maps, Alfredo.
Okay, make history checks.
Don't you have a better history check?
That was pretty.
I have the worst. Gina got a 1. Can we get a tie? Oh, wait, who's checking?
Wow.
Oh.
That was a
Anybody who's trying to get maps.
disastrous fail.
5.
I don't need a map.
I am a map.
You don't need a map.
I got a 12 minus.
Got
10?
a lot of-
Better than I did.
Wait, what's just the history?
Yeah.
-2.
Minus 2. I got a 10.
I got a 10.
I'm hearing 11 is the highest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said I just literally just pulled off.
You guys died.
Maps. What's it? Maps.
I
Any
should have got a
maps?
-1.
Alright, so the only maps you get are not that much helpful. There's a slightly more detailed map of the immediate area around town, which is basically these hexagons here that are on your current map.
Okay.
The other one is broader scale, and so it includes like the city, like Sacred Springs and Winterhold, and even Fallcrest, which is beyond the Oracle, and the roads between them. But it's not like a detailed, so it's
Okay.
a little more abstract.
We have to map it out.
But it's a bigger map of the area.
Alfredo.
Okay.
But it doesn't have any of these types of locations indicated on there.
Before I leave, I want to go begging for like
What?
food and stuff.
No.
That looks like a.
See if I can get something.
See,
It does.
Okay.
I
Why are we
want to go to the church and see if there's any more maps.
Yeah, see if they'll give me anything.
Right, make a charisma check.
Alfredo.
what check?
Charisma.
I got like negative charisma. Hold on.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Wait, so I got -1 charisma, but it says here that I have +2 empathy bonus on adults.
Bingo.
So
Use it.
Oh, that's true.
that's right. I read.
Oh damn! I have sympathy bonuses.
I want to say 2.
What is that?
12? 12?
So minus 1 plus 2,
It's
so
11.
11.
I want to
Yeah,
try
I got 10
Can I
plus
try
2
too?
minus 1.
All right, what are you trying to get?
What were you
I'm just trying to get
More coin?
like anything. I'm just begging. I'm going around
You're
begging.
begging
Like I
for
need
money,
something. I'm
begging for
hungry. I need money.
Yeah, I want to do. We need some money for a trial. Oh, donations. We're asking donations. I'm asking
Collecting donations. All right.
for our adventure.
All right. Roll for it.
Find our parents.
You collect 6 copper
And I got a.
worth of. If converted to cash, it's 6 copper. So, however you want to
That's okay.
decide it was some other good or whatever, or buy something with it.
6. Yes, it turns into a silver.
What'd you get?
Not high.
He got
What-
3.
I threw a 3 minus 1 plus the 2 because I'm a child, so 4.
Yeah, you didn't.
That
I got
equals a
garbage.
silver.
Yeah.
They threw rocks at me instead.
Loyal,
got a rock.
Loyal Mary. Since
got a rock.
it's snowing, do you guys want to go caroling?
No.
Let's go caroling.
Why would I do that?
caroling with you.
Yeah, alright,
Okay,
cool.
You guys have
I
Okay.
like it. All right.
Sing.
Plus 2 seasonal bonus.
Okay, awesome. Right?
There's no seasonal.
There is now.
It's seasonally appropriate.
Okay.
He's on my jacket.
Licking the jacket? He's licking
5
Performance?
7,
Naughty!
8, 9.
Yeah. You
9 because you'll
He's
switch
taking
the
us up.
plus
He's
2
gonna
empathy.
keep doing it, taking us up.
15.
Yeah, no.
17.
I think that's 7.
Living thing
Okay.
in his paw.
So you
Give it a
rolled
sec.
13 plus 2 for your
Plus I got a fiddle.
15
In the game.
plus 2 seasonal bonus 17.
Got a good voice.
He's got an excellent
licking
singing
your
voice. Like,
jacket again.
it never came up before, but
Yeah,
I told you.
yeah, Lyle can sing.
I was a bit rough on the fiddle.
I mean, you're not sure why he wants to be a warlock because he could totally pull off a bard. Be an amazing bard.
Good Prince of Darkness.
Did we get anything? Did we get any? Did we get any
Did anyone
coin?
put any
Yeah.
coins in your thing?
You made people happy.
12 copper then.
Yay!
But I want coppers too.
Nope, you guys didn't join us.
But I want some money.
And then that's split between, yeah.
Oh,
Together you
Wait.
guys.
6 and 6.
Where's the
That's what I
stats
made
for
for
pickpocketing? Pickpocketing.
good for you.
Is there a stat for that?
Good for you,
Crystal
Can I
knows
buddy.
all
do that?
about that.
Sleight of hand.
Hey, what?
You're gonna go pick a pocket?
So
He's
where?
gonna go rob
No, I just want to see. I just want to
dexterity.
see.
Can
I believe it's dexterity.
Can I-
Scum of the world.
Dexterity, sleight of hand.
It's a
It is.
Plus
yes.
2?
Plus 2.
or
Yeah.
plus 3.
Plus,
I mean,
plus 2,
two.
plus 2, Mari.
okay. So yeah, I'm a pickpocket.
I'll go for it.
He's gonna get
5.
Wait, is that a
That's a
5?
5.
That's 7, 8, 9. Because of the. Oh, no, you don't get empathy points.
No. Bonus on that.
You get caught and he gets
No.
thrown in
It's just
jail.
like, oh, I felt him picking in my pocket, but you know what? As a kid, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. But you don't get anything, but at least you don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I want things.
Alright.
The
All right.
stupid thing made it go backwards. It would have been at 13.
Oh, alright, guys. I think we're all set.
Did we go to? We didn't go to the church.
I think we gotta.
Oh, the church.
I
The
didn't get
church. That's
nothing.
right. Alright, Mary, lead the way.
Let's go to the church.
Why are you
What do you-
following
what do you
me
do
there?
there?
From church.
Look to see if they have maps.
They don't. We already did that. They don't. We don't.
No,
No, we
no,
haven't
you
done
asked
that.
Alfredo if
yeah.
he-
No, that was the same thing. Anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, Alfredo was
Yeah.
at the
Glommed it
church.
together.
So what? I'm gonna go.
This is not a big city. This is a small town. There's nobody that's super learned here that would have anything fancy on that. So that's the best you come up with. It is
Okay.
functional
Alrighty.
for their lifestyle.
So I'm going to get Alfredo. I think we should just go straight
Does Alfredo
and
want
follow
to
the
come with
road.
us?
Oh no, sorry, not Alfredo. Sebastian. I think we should just go straight and follow the path.
That's a path, right?
Give me
That
garbage.
yellow
I think
thing?
so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Alright, let's go. We came to see those.
So we're going down this way to
You
the
had-
path.
Straight west.
Yeah.
Wait, should we
Wasn't it?
like try to go a shortcut since we're close enough to home
Good.
that if we get hurt, we can just turn around?
Go straight north into the mountains.
There are mountains,
Wait, what if we?
and you can't see what this is, but they're turning red, and that looks. It's like
Maybe there's orc
Okay.
territory.
So north of the mountain is more mountains.
Like if we went
And over
this
there,
way,
that is a forested
what is
hill.
that? Oh, this is the forested
Like
hill.
a ridge.
This spot that's in the obscured fog of war is
I
a
don't want to
hill.
go straight up. I
That's
want to
hill.
go this way and then go.
Hills with trees. So it's even rough terrain.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
No?
Let's go towards the path.
Alright.
Well, how far
So
are we
yeah,
gonna
you
go?
can go straight west or you can go northwest.
No.
Square.
In that direction.
So I'm gonna
That's
take
highway.
Sebastian. I'm getting on Sebastian. Someone pull Sebastian for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna send Sebastian like south
What?
while you're on him.
Son of a bitch.
No, okay. I'll
I thought
I'm
we
gonna-
were over your petty racism.
no.
Let's go to Mukmuk.
Huh?
Let's go to Mukmuk.
Makma?
It's nearby.
We're not going to Magma.
I'm gonna tie Sebastian around my waist
And carry him.
and just
You
walk.
tie Sebastian around you.
Well, the leash.
You tie the lead around
Yeah.
your waist.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I just strap him.
And wait, let's not forget I was on Sebastian.
And all the stuff.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
190 some pounds of supplies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Powerful!
There you go.
Oh,
I don't know how I'm doing
It's
it.
intense.
I want to put some stuff on
Alright.
Sebastian. I'll just do it while we walk.
Okay, so we're going. I think we're going west, straight west.
Straight west will be along the road, like the actual
Uh-huh.
road. There.
Let's do it.
Alright, road.
Let's do it, guys.
The great thing about a hex with a road is you don't need a navigation check because you're following the road. You can't get lost.
What do you mean no
navigation?
Okay, so
There you go.
so you guys want to go fast since it's still close from home? Likely nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's go fast.
Okay,
How far?
that means you can't forage in this hex.
Oh.
That's fine. Still 1 hour, right? We
Yeah.
got
Wait, what
we
are
got 7 more hours to forage.
What are we
Yeah.
aiming for? What are we aiming for?
We're aiming to get up
To the
here
camp?
to the X. So I think we're just
think we
gonna
should forage.
follow the road,
That's really far.
right? Which
I
is why we
think we
wanted to go
should.
fast that way.
I'm not going there. That's way too far.
That's what we're doing.
We're
That-
trying
this
to
is our
The other
mission.
way!
we're trying to get our parents.
This is the whole purpose of this
The
mission. yeah.
There's things
Does
nearby. We
anybody
can probably get
else
supplies and stuff. We're
Wanna
gonna
put
die on the
you
way
wanna
there.
put-
I mean,
We're
we're
not gonna find anything. It's like on the way home. Like it's just we'll forage
One
in
hex
this
is
one.
3 miles.
Alright, let's do it.
We're deciding on 3 miles from town.
Okay.
Let's do it. We've been farther.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
So
Alright.
we're gonna step by over here first.
So it's okay. So we're going through here fast. Anything
You
happens?
sure?
Yeah,
We can
fast.
forage.
No, because we have 7 more hours to forage.
It's like we're
Right.
trail.
And we have like 20 minutes left of me and Scott being.
Gotcha.
Right. So let's just
Yeah.
hurry up and go through the first one.
Alright, let's
Okay.
Okay.
go.
So you were going at fast pace
Yeah.
across the 1 hex. All right. No navigation check because road.
Awesome.
No foraging checks because you're going fast.
Perfect.
All right. Now I need to roll on that hex. All right. So my max hexes and we're going on the meadow road. So
You're all dead now.
thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're all dead now. Yep.
No.
No.
Ah.
Rocks fall. Everybody dies.
Oh.
No, so this is this is the road out west. This is the main road. It is well traveled on. The orchards of Sacred Springs are predominantly on the east side of town. So this is more the meadow area. This is where you see some pastures where they've got some of the animals grazing. There's occasionally small plots of farmland, but mostly gently rolling hills, meadowy, lots of plants and foliage, but no large trees.
Can we steal some of the farmland stuffs?
Some of their property.
We're trying to get out of here.
No.
Okay.
We're trying to get out of here before they stop us.
Can we steal their house deeds?
We're stealing
No,
a donkey.
you're moving fast.
I know, we're stealing a donkey. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
We're not
that-
stealing
that
a
would be a
donkey. The donkey's
foraging-like
ours.
The
activity.
donkey doesn't
Okay.
belong to us. It belongs to Alfredo.
Oh, does
You're
it?
a thief.
Stole.
Shush.
Yeah, we
Okay,
stole
let's go.
Alfredo's donkey.
Oh.
Technically.
Oh boy.
All right.
He's probably right now waking up like Sebastian.
He's homesick. He's already sick. How about Sebastian?
I was like, those darn kids again!
Oh no.
Taking my dog and Sebastian.
What do we find?
I'll kill them all!
We find the thing we're running at full blast. Nothing will ever stop us.
Okay.
Except for an adult.
All right. So, because this is fairly close to town, it's a fairly peaceful, open area. It's not all that dangerous.
Told you.
As you travel, about halfway into the journey, you spot
A dragon.
It's just like, what?
With dementia.
That was
you spot a pair of men off the road, like up north in the fields there.
Field bandits.
There's a small patch where there's like actually a couple trees sitting there, and they've got these weird furs on and sticks sticking out of them. They look like druids, right? You think of them in the stories of druids, right? They've got their gnarly wooden staff, and they're just hanging around looking at this one tree. They're like looking at it and like talking amongst each other and seeing that. And so that's really the most interesting thing you see while going
Interesting.
along.
Are we approaching
Yeah.
or?
I want to
I
look.
mean, if you want to, you could.
I
yes.
want to
Okay.
try to figure out what they're looking at
A
on that
tree.
A
tree.
tree.
They're looking at the
Dude,
tree, but
very
what
true.
on the tree are they looking at?
Make a perception check.
Dirty.
Is there a dental yak out there?
Yippies.
Just.
Oh, you got one?
I don't have one. I just keep forgetting where everything is. It's been a
That's what
while.
they're looking at.
Wisdom
That's what they're
perception.
doing, yes.
Okay.
Is that Dr. Good crossover?
What is?
The TARDIS is on the tree.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
you
they're
just saw
looking
that?
at.
Oh.
Oh, that's on the tree.
Sorry.
It's a 15.
15.
Yeah, I got a plus.
Plus
No,
3.
basically all of the trees in this area are deciduous.
Oh,
What?
It's not evergreen.
They have
Not
leaves.
pine trees.
Okay.
They have
Okay.
leaves.
So nice.
Maple, oak.
But,
that
but
kind
what
of
about
thing.
that one tree they're looking at?
Okay, what'd you get?
15.
15.
15. Right on the money. Okay.
Does that mean I also get money? No?
No.
No.
So you see the spot at the top of the tree. There is a
TARDIS.
what looks like a wasp nest
Oh.
up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe we should
I don't
just
know
not leave
why,
it.
but I want it.
Wow. Oh, I think
A wasp nest. Okay.
Is this
I'm
an...
gonna take it with me. Yeah.
So the honey.
So wasp nest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna get that.
Yeah, in the
Um,
tree.
Are these men any danger to us?
It's wasps. Yes. The
No,
answer is yes.
the men that
Oh,
are watching the tree.
maybe. Maybe the one that. Oh, maybe we could help them.
That they don't see me. They don't see you. This is just you're traveling along the road. If any of you have been to Kansas or driven through or flown over Kansas, it looks like
I think
Kansas.
we should just keep
right?
going.
I think we
There's
should keep
just
going.
Keep
mostly
going.
nothing.
No.
Except then you look
I
and
don't
like,
think
oh,
they're
there's these
dangerous.
like two guys
Yeah,
over there
that's why
looking
we
at a
should keep
tree. Like
I don't think they're dangerous.
They're tweaking.
We
100
could probably get the honey too.
two,
Honey, they're wasps.
Why?
Wasps don't...
Wasps don't have
like
honey,
300
man.
feet off.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
they don't.
yeah. There's no honey.
There's no honey.
No, it's wasp.
Wasps aren't...
We stopped for a reason.
Let me
No,
just
you
No,
did
we
not
don't.
stop. This is what you see as you are
Yeah.
going.
before
Okay.
you guys do anything though.
Yes.
The healer's kit is only good for 10 uses. I'm just saying.
Don't waste it on wasp stings.
Waste it on wasps. Exactly.
It's very
Yeah.
expensive. It's 5 gold coins to
Okay.
get another healer's kit.
Okay, so we have normal, right? Well, let's just walk to the next hex, and we'll just go on a normal speed. That way we can forage, right?
Yes.
Yes, at a normal pace you can forage, but with disadvantage. Right. Okay. Do you have any? Look. So that's nobody's going to then do anything, right? You just see that he's
I wanted to talk
sorely
to them.
tempted,
No.
but everybody else is moving
We're
along.
leaving your ass behind us.
Yeah.
So if you go out there, they're leaving you.
Because we don't know if they're like bandits. They might come after
They're
us.
not bandits.
Yeah.
You don't know these
I want to forage while we're still close to home.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to go at normal speed or slow speed?
After we get
Well,
away
that-
from these people.
When I
That's it.
investigate.
We're
Well, I was discussing it
finished
them.
with that hex.
When we finished
Huh?
movie,
You're talking about the next one.
we're talking about going to the next
I
one.
want to stay.
Oh my god, I'm already. There's nothing there. You're just gonna get attacked.
I mean, if he wants to get attacked,
Then I'll get experience points. Let's go.
we just won't use the healer skill.
Okay.
Got
All right.
bubble.
So next
Oh,
time
yeah,
when we
we-
meet,
Yeah.
if
Start
Rook
thinking.
is not here, we know what happened.
Oh my god.
He
Oh,
doubled back.
there's the death scene we were talking about.
There
Oh,
we go.
it's about to happen.
It might happen.
Rook might just die.
Oh god.
Curiosity killed the Rook.
Oh no.
So are we stopping?
What if he's allergic
We
to
said we were doing one hex.
Yeah, we're done.
Right?
We're done.
So that's it. We covered that hex.
Alright.
You logged the 1 hour
Mhm.
Yay.
took you. You are now in that one. So
Yay.
whoever's making note of this, 1 hour passed.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
no.
Oh, you want
Okay.
to? Okay.
Western hex. That is hex number 2218.
Hex 2218.
Yes. Meadow Road.
18. I put 1 of 8 hours.
I like this.
1 hour has passed. All right. Very satisfyingly shaped mug.
It's cute.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a hell of a
Yeah, the steampunk dragon
Yeah.
mug. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So there we go. So that's basically how it's gonna go.
Yay.
Hex at a time. What happens? Anything?
We did it.
I've got.
We did it. I don't know about Amari, man.
We did it. We did it.
Right.
We did it.
I don't know about Rook, man.
Give me that.
So
I
I
can do it.
have. Going forward, I have some set things that you will marked items on there. Like there is definitely the Lucky Pond camp is at that hex. Like it's definitely there.
Mhm.
Other things, I'm gonna use the random tables to say, oh, you randomly come across 1d3 boars, or
Mhm.
something like that.
You can eat
And so, depending on the danger level and my role on it, it might be a dangerous encounter. In which case, you find these things and they're charging at you, right? Or it might be not so dangerous, and you do see boars, but they're off in the distance, and you want to go pester them? That's your problem.
Amari.
But maybe you'd be like, meat! We need that.
Yeah.
At some point, that might be necessary. So
Yeah.
it might,
Bacon.
foraging is the passive role you can make.
I mean, literally not right now.
Want to go
But I want
actively
to-
hunting, you can do that too. But that'll be the basic structure on which we kind of add everything. It's kind of an ad hoc thing. This is not a standard system out of the rule book or anything for doing that. 5e is better than some in the past, but is still not quite there for really covering overland travel as adventurous as itself. It's either you skip it or you go like super detailed and treat it like a dungeon crawl, square at a time. Those are your options. So I'm trying to do this happy medium where we cover lots of distance quickly in the course of our game day. But we only stop and slow down.
Can I write
for
on
interesting
this?
events.
Can we keep this?
Yeah, that is
Okay.
your artifact.
So
if you
I'm
wanna
just gonna put a
note that, go
light
for it.
pencil X right there.
done that.
We should draw each of our
What's
little
that?
characters like little teddy.
Did you That's the one we passed?
That's the one we're on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put the X on the one we're
And,
on. 'Cause that's the one we just passed.
As I mentioned, I went to the effort of making the whole hex map. So you can bet at some point I'm going to find a way to get you guys a full map.
Okay.
Yay! Are you gonna burn the edges?
Depends. If I can get a larger sheet of paper to print it on, so I've got extra edge to waste burning, maybe I can do some of that.
Or hand draw?
No, it is hand drawn.
It
That's
looks
the
really
lovely
good.
thing
Did you
about this
dirty
software.
it? Did you dirty it up?
Oh yeah, my brother and I tea stained that.
Oh, that's really
Real tea
good.
stain.
Oh yeah, I was saying like this is like this is really
cool.
good.
Thanks,
That's pretty
congratulations.
neat. Yeah.
All right, but that'll do it for this session. Unless you have any other questions or concerns going forward.
I think I'm good. I think I'm just thinking about abandoning Rook right now.
He might abandon you. I mean,
Permission to kill him?
Yeah.
Can you? I don't know if you can.
Oh my god, this is when Monica shows up.
Yeah.
This is where what was it? Palmer
Potpourri.
Potpourri. This is when Potpourri shows up. It's like it wasn't washed, guys. It was a pig skin.
Oh, sorry.
Monica,
All right, there we go.
What?
So
These whole things
next
coming
time
out.
we can dive right in to the journey. You are all set and ready to
I
go.
just want to share
We'll
something
just
with you guys. You
march
see that?
along.